Hello, everybody. Whoa. What's up, Jacques Sportsman Nation? That's the wrong one. This is the right one. Hello, everyone. Let me know if the music is too loud. Once again, I swear to God, ever since I switched headphones, it's nothing but audio antics 24/7. It's fucked up. My camera looks wrong. I think I mentioned this last stream. I swear to God, my camera is like tilted strangely. This game's loud as fuck on my end, so it's probably loud as fuck on your end. Wasn't able to be here for your birthday stream, so I wanted to drop in and say hi. Investigations 2 fan, excited to play the game for the first time. I'm so glad there's so many people like that though. Music sounds fine? Awesome. No, because Investigations 2 is my favorite game of all time. It means the world to me, and I'm really excited to see the take on it from the official translation. It seemed great so far. Music sound. Oh wait, I already read that. By the way, Lasco, I didn't even realize it until I just happened to be digging through my email. I didn't even realize this new Tomodachi fanfiction from my series that you did. That's so cool. Thank you. I haven't read it yet because I found out like really late last night, and I was like, okay, listen, I'm trying to get an early night tonight. I'm tired as shit. Because the day before I stayed up till 4 a.m. working on a Persian bit. So I was like, you know, it's my birthday. I'm going to bed at a reasonable hour. But yeah, it is time for peak. Peem even. I did also see that it's Bridget XL felt. That's smart as hell. But yeah, we're going to be picking up from where we... God, I can't believe this is out. Let's pull up the screen, dude. Look at it. It's out. That's the game. You can play it. Now. Yay. This does not... I know I said it in the demo. I said it in the demo as well, right? But, like, it doesn't feel real. That this is... You can buy this for $40 and play it. $40? Is this $40? Or is it $50? I think it's... No, this is $40, right? Apollo Trilogy was $50 and this is $40. Right? I'm not sure. God. And one thing that's really nice as well is that we're going to be getting... Because this is the full version, and I'm a pre-order Patricia, we get the arranged soundtrack. Not the full soundtrack, but we get arranged tracks to listen to, which makes me jump up and down with excitement. There we go. I'm going to move my microphone a little closer to me. The microphone sounds... Well, I guess I'll ask again once we're in the dang game. Oh, baby, oh, baby. There is also the gallery as well. Having this is really cool. I won't dig too deep because, like, spoils and shit. But there was one thing in here that I thought was cute. I don't know what this image is from. I think this is just, like, Edgeworth finding out about a case. He's like, oh, wakey, wakey, babe. And he's like, what? Pre-order Patricia Rowland, perhaps. Ooh, true. I mean, that's not her name no more. That's still gonna catch me. What's her name? Her name is Fifi Lagarde now. Which I think is fine. Oh, I didn't even... He's having a boiled egg? What the fuck? He's having a boiled egg. What a baby. What time is it on that clock? Gee, okay. They should pay Gumshoe more. Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Right? Like, he's got a cockroach on the wall? This is so sad. How do I... There we go. Let's examine this. His clock is broke as shit. He's got a cockroach on the wall. You can see the remnants of his instant noodles. He's ripped a hole in the sleeping bag. Unfortunate. Unreal. Holy shit, wait, hold on. Do you see the clock? You can't see where my mouse is, but this angle of the alarm clock in the second panel from the left, that looks like the Checker Knight from fucking Deltarune. I'm ruined. Every time I see the Checker Knight from Deltarune, I only think of Pipsqueak, because that's his profile picture. I'm so happy. I'm so ready for this to be real. Also, if I'm not mistaken, right? There are arranged there's arranged tracks from Investigations 1 as well. I didn't think we were getting that. I thought the arranged tracks were Investigations 2 only, which is kind of wild. Oh boy, baby, oh baby. Gulp. Latter. Gumshoe Union. I would love to see Gumshoe Union. He deserves better. That's my oomph. Don't do oomph like that. So yeah, I'm very excited. Let's keep going. Fuck out of here. I don't need that. I do need this, actually. I got an achievement for playing the game with the HD graphics. I can't be here right now. Hope I can catch the stream in the moment. In a moment. Well, thank you for dropping by nonetheless. If you want to catch, if you do got a minute in a bit and you want to catch up on the Edgeworth antics, I'll just sit here and let Edgeworth do his for a bit. Well, this says a lot about society. Edgeworth is the only one who gets an idle animation. This is so fucked. This is rude. Okay, March 14th, 4 in the morning. Let baby go sleep. Leave him alone. What the fuck? The head proportions. I love. No, yeah, the graphics are like a shock to the system. Like, whoa. I love them. I love them to bits, though. I really do. 12th floor. Who the fuck needs 12 floors? Oh, never mind. Now he's got an animation. What is it with that prosecutor? I can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable. Please maintain your professionalism, detective. I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir. But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir. It input by sexual gamer lights in Edgeworth's office in the HD remaster. This poor man. It is really funny how the Investigations duology is just kind of like... How do I put it? It's like... It is kind of just the worst week of his life. It's brilliant. At the park, completely filling my Twitter FYP. Tuning into Investigations at the park. Yippee. Luke's partner on the floor. Oh my god. True. What now? Looks like my life's falling into yet another gigantic ditch. Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. Oh shit! Wait, I forgot. Oh wait, no, this is not a controller game. Or is this a game? Did we play with a controller last time? I think we did. Shit. Where's my Baka Chungus controller? Hang on. Oh, there we go. Right. Wait, who is that? She is so pretty. Oh, you don't know it? That's Maggie Bird. She's from Ace Attorney 2. I think that's a big part of why I like Investigations 2 so much. There is a lot of Ace Attorney 2 rep. But no, she's really cool. We can talk to her in a minute. There we go. Sorry for the Windows sounds. Okay, that works. That's better. Yeah, this is a controller game. Also, hi. Hello. Really, sir? For example, this hallway. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the master key. Oh, here we go. We're going Echo mode again. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information. Regarding the mystery surrounding my door. God, I'd love to solve the mystery surrounding his door. Right. Wait, I just realized. I think... Wow! Holy shit, I didn't even realize. I'm pretty sure... Because it was my birthday yesterday, I think me and Edgeworth are the same age now. I think he's 24 in this game. I'm pretty certain he's 24 in this game. Holy shit. Damn. Are you asking about Maggie or Yellow? Both. What is a basketball doing here? That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. Oh, they should put him in the next Mario sports game. Winston Payne mentioned? He's in the first case of both games. I completely forgot. Wait, Psycho Crusher into normal? Oh, that's vile. And not a single one of these sports is suitable to be played in a hallway. Yeah, you get his ass. Well, 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 if it isn't Winston Payne. Looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth. To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something real quick. No, it's fine. No, it's alright. Whatever. Why is he hitting himself? Because he's stupid. Edgeworth being 24 explains why his life is such a mess. Does that mean I have it together more than Edgeworth? I think my life's... I've got my life together pretty well. Yeah, he's up at 4... Holy shit, we were both up at 4 in the morning. Except I was up at 4 in the morning, like, editing a Persian bit for Pokemon video. And he was solving a murder. Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open. How gracious, I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again? This is awesome. Is everything alright? No. Yeah, it's unfortunate about this. That, there's not a better place to put my camera. That's kind of a bummer. Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds. Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room. Oh, everything's okay, sir. A word of advice. Stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. There we go. I'm going basketball mode. What is a basketball hoop doing here? Hey, didn't this used to be outside next to the building a long time ago? So when and why was it moved indoors? I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it? I heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself. That's 12 floors. Jesus Christ. Ball. Okay, we've talked to the ball. Fantastic. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Ooh. Is this a suspicious nook I see before me? POV, you are a mysterious, you are a suspicious cranny. Isn't this that missing Zero Series file, sir? No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There seem to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind. There we go. Big Edgeworth and Big Gumshoe. We're so back. What are these Zero files about, sir? I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh? Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine. Huh? They belong to the High Prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. Bloody writing, my Ace Attorney favorite. I got a boo-boo on my thumb. I could maybe, if I wanted to, I could do some bloody writing right now. If I just took a chomp into my finger. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were. Let's just say, haha, my peanuts. I did that again. And that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right? It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing. I wonder why anyone would care about such an old case. Rubs chin furiously. Okay, I think that's it. We don't give it. A well-crafted, high-quality sofa for visitors. No, not really. It's not that great. I wouldn't. Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know. You would sleep even out here, detective, in a hallway? Whenever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. But it always ends the same way. Me getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful? Maybe I should give it a try sometime. No. I know what he's about. He don't give a fuck about that. He's just like, oh, he's willing to sleep out in the hallway just on the off chance he has a dream about Phoenix. I'm onto you, Edgeworth. That's cute. I'm glad I interacted with that sofa. Well, if it isn't Miss Maggie Bird. I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case. I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth. I'm always saying this. I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with Y. Oh, that is the wrong Y. I like that we can just leave her like this. I don't have a hat on me. I can't do that. The victim. Have you ever met the victim before? Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman. The creature on her shirt looks like a Fortnite skin. Does that make... I see the vision. I do see the vision, not gonna lie. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portman, sir. That sounds like fun. Just once I'd have loved to play with them. It sounds like fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portman. All Mr. Faith ever did was passing the ball, sir. On second thought, I don't think I'd have fit in all that well with them. Miss Maggie Bird, correct. I take it that you are an acquaintance of the detective. She was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day she got caught up in a murder and things started going downhill, so she quit. Maggie Angry Bird's my favorite case one defendant. Well, if it isn't Little Miss Angry Birds. They're making a third movie of that, aren't they? The Angry Birds Movie 3. I've not seen the first one, but I've seen the second one. Or so I thought until a few hours ago, right before I was about to clock out for the night. You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct? Don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures, aw. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and now I even managed to be named a criminal, just when I've become a security guard. That's a lot to go through in one lifetime. I know, and just when I thought I had finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck. Oh. She is a girl fail when you really think about it. You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird, nor do you need to worry about oneself. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation. Aw, she is adorable. I really like Maggie Bird. She's great. I wonder if that's a character I could cosplay. I wonder, that's probably fairly doable. Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. You can count on me. I'll do all I can to help. Right. I need you to observe my objects. That is the wrong object. Okay. So when did you discover that the master key was missing? I like that we're asking her a very serious question, but she's still going, like... She's still going gush mode. By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 AM, sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2 AM. I mean, have to. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. Hello. I'm sure that between those two times it was not just gone, but stolen, sir. So approximately 1 AM till 2:30. Okay, so we're going logic mode. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place? Ah, it's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room away from the window. Always, you say, except for this time, correct? Well, I admit that I was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge. She used the master key. But why? Why would she use the master key? Wait. Oh, wait. No, okay, yeah, let's ask her about that. Emma's fit from AAI 1 and 2. Yes! No, her fit from these games is very cool. That's because I gotta get to Cassette Beast big time. That's a fun. That's probably a one to tip away at while I'm like traveling or like EP. I'm gonna be honest. Most of my gaming, my personal gaming, just happens when I'm comfy in bed. It's very cool. The Steam Deck is a fucking lifesaver for that, truly. What did you mean by you used the master key? Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key. Oh, I remember this now. Oh. I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right? Ah, what is it? That's right, I just remembered. The prosecutor who forgot his key, it was Mr. Portman, sir. What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird. Oh, I like this song. What is Edgeworth's viability in the RBYOU meta? I feel like he's, How good would Edgeworth... If you made Edgeworth a Pokemon, how good would he be? Okay, tell you what. I bet you what Edgeworth is. I bet you his stats are like... I think he'd be like very slow. He'd be like a physical tank. No. Special tank with high defense and HP. So like very, very bulky. Slow, low physical attack. But he's got a bad typing. I bet you whatever his typing is, it's not good. Not good. He'd be like Rock Fire in RBY, which is like E 10 US a 7th mon. Caterpie, Weedle, Kakuna, Metapod, Miles Edgeworth. Please tell me more, Miss Bird, quickly. Forgetful Mr. Portsman. That... That doesn't quite work. Mr. Portsman is not the forgetful one. She's the forgetful one. We're implying that he's forgetful. I don't know. It was around 12 AM. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came. I'm not trying to... He came down to security. Sorry. I'm not trying to make a yucky joke. I just didn't read fast enough. It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir. And then, what happened after that? Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 AM, I think. So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. Okay. Okay. Talk about suspicious. I doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. Yeah, I would say so. We're going door mode. I wonder... He cannot surpass the basketball. Oh wait, what's the run button again? I don't remember. Yes! Look at him go! I love his little run. Let's go. I love that. Oh, I forget. Yeah, if you use the control stick, he runs automatically. Edgeworth has the constitution... Okay, yeah. Okay. High special. He's got a massive special stat, but his HP might actually be pretty low. Edgeworth... Okay. In hindsight, Edgeworth might not be a great Pokemon. I won't rest until I have... Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop. I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office. But you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here. That's cute. Hello, Big Yellow and Chad. I've got to go work soon, but I hope you all have fun with your silly little prosecution game. Thank you so much. I mean, if anyone's going to have fun with this game, it's me. I've played... This is like my 4th or 5th time playing this case, and I'm still just like, ear to ear. Dark Normal? Stat spread of Femsol Pokemon Hatterene. Room 1203. I take it that this is Mr. Portsman's office. Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. That reminds me, Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir. So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202? I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd. That's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why. I can think of at least 3. Bah, why am I even wasting time thinking about this? Okay. Right, this is definitely a connection we gotta make. Oh, well, I could tell I was right because I got an achievement before the game confirmed it was right. Oh, that's great. That's actually gas. Miss Bird, I'm afraid there was a flaw in your story. Gulp. Yeah, the Ace Attorney wiki is being updated. I looked up what's it, Horace Knightley, and he's already Bronco Knight. No way, pal. I mean, sir. Oh, Gumshoe's rubbing off on her. That's cute. You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m. However, the master key had already been stolen at that time. Wow. Nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I had totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. Okay. You're right, it was around that time that I realized the master key was missing, and, well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir. You pretended. Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir. So in actuality, you never did relock the door then. Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly. Miss Bird unlocked the door, but the master key was stolen, so she could not lock it up. Ooh. He has no mind palace, he has a mind puzzle. I wonder if there is chess in there. Well, 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 if it isn't his stupid fucking door. So, hypothetically, the door is locked tight. I bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? This is the office of a high prosecutor detective. These doors will be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them. So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. Oh, I know what they're getting at. That's cute. Rude. I hope you're well. I am fantastic. I have to make a deduction now because is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? This. Eureka! We're going Eureka mode. There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight? You know, you're right. Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door? I am certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't. Which means, what, sir? Sorry, I'm the burper. Rude. It means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one. She opened a different door, but how can you prove that? Holy shit. I actually learned the card trick to picking locks actually does work IRL when I got locked out of my apartment. That's like cool but scary. Oh, I forgot this tune. We need to examine these. Sorry, wait, what am I? Or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one. But she opened a different door, but how can you prove that? There's an easy way to find out. Prints on the doorknob. The prints on the doorknob would tell us everything. Hey you, yeah you pal, do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? So, what did you find out? There's no need for such belligerent nostril-flaring, detective. So, I found only Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Fate's prints on this doorknob. So only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive. I'm lost, sir. Shocker. The card trick, Johnny cuts the door in half with his funny sword. This track is, yeah, it's got a nice fun vibe to it. I like it a lot. Reversal the door open. Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this knob as well. I'm always saying this. Whose print should also be on this doorknob? It was you! Take that! Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent? Oh, we're going fucking Eureka mode. Let's go, baby. You mean, yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. Mr. Portsman's office data are updated in my organizer. Ooh. What have we here? I love... This song is just doom me. I mean, people have said this, but this is just... Kill Randy in this day and age? Holy shit, it's been a long-ass time since we had a... You say a puppy girl was here, but I noticed a distinct lack of paw prints. You say a puppy girl was here, but I noticed a distinct lack of a strive setup. There we go. We're killing him. Before I leave for work, I thought I'd kill Randy real quick. Well, I'll tell you what, as a treat, you get to pick which crystal we get rid of. What color were you in the mood for today? Ignore the brown tile that I jammed in there. You could remove his necklace too, but that would be really mean. Blue. Oh wait, no. I love the necklace. It's so funny that it like actually fits like almost perfectly. The red one. Let's go. That's Edgeworth's crystal. That's where Edgeworth gets his powers from. Yippee. There we go. Back to Peem. Well, there's two very suspicious things right off the bat. We can look at the basketball for a third time. The 6 human Randy bag crystal 1x1s. Is this basketball property of Mr. Portsman? Yes, sir. He's always ready for a match. Basketball, soccer, dodgeball, tennis. It doesn't matter what sport it is, he's game. It doesn't matter what sport it is, he's gay. Although I think it'd be a little hard to play tennis with this ball. Ho ho. That isn't the point you should be focusing on, detective. You're right, sir. Now I know what I should be focusing on. Bad Mr. Portsman. Someone should teach him to clean his toys up after he's done playing. State of him. All due to me, Jacques Portsman's #1 fan. No, you're supposed to obey me, the 6 Jacques Portsman medals. What is this? Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, there's something written on it. I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later. Body. Note left by victim data jotted down in my organizer. What's this? What are you looking at, sir? Oh, hey, how about a game? That's okay, detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off. You're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk. The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. Gumshoe could definitely be ballin'. Gumshoe would do the nastiest dunk. I see the vision. There are signs that it's been moved. I won't rest until I suspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Okay, I can't look at the floor on this one. A minimalistic yet classy door made of top quality wood. The way he's saying that out loud. He's saying that out loud. He's not saying it to... I love him. It's sturdily made, making it near impossible to break in by force. It's almost majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as this door. Only Gumshoe would praise the door as something greater than himself. Gumshoe, you gotta give yourself more credit. Being a detective has its own rewards and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire. The door brought this on? I see, so you're saying so that me being me is the best thing I can do for everyone? Right. That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir. Unreal. You were so close to being beautiful. I don't see any signs of forced entry. And according to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir. Meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob? Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, they think. Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. Getting gender envy from a door. Yeah, Gumshoe's great. I mean, that's a big part of why I love the duology so much. It does so much for Gumshoe, like, character-wise. Walking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely. How so, sir? In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case. Ooh, get his ass! As long as my logic is sound, then yes, the mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman. What? Mr. Portsman? I knew it. That's exactly what my logic senses were telling me too. I suspected it was him from the very instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir. I'll never have a real handle. Lady and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Oh, cute. Come what it may, it's time to knock on Truth's door. Ayo, the pizza here. Look at him. Why? That took them an hour. 5 in the fucking morning, dude. What if Edgeworth was just like, hey, I found out who the murderer is, but I'm kind of eepy. Do you mind if I just, like, hop off for the night? Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the bloody letters, sir. Alright, let's take a gander at it. Pass it here. Cute. Okay, looking good. You there, take good care of this. Nice. Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe. Leg step, so true. Creative problems need creative solutions. End of the line for you, Portsman. We've got you now. Fall off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke? Dog boy Gumshoe. Unbelievable. It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jacques Portsman, that you are the guilty party in this case. Oh. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. Hello. So I guess you can stay, if you promise to stay out of our way. You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job? I can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl. Today was so not very Chungus awesome. Unbelievable. I'm very sorry to hear. I love the AA devs' insistence on using this same damn song every game. Same. I love it. I'm sorry to hear that your day was not Chungus awesome. It was a bit Bucket Chungus even. Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. Really teaches me that I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. No, yeah. If anyone plays mind games, that's his fucking job. That's the point of investigations too. The only thing that you should be using that mouth of yours now, for now, is explaining yourself. Ooh, boy. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up. Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you have yet to prove anything. How unprofessional. No, I really like the keeping the legacy music. I wonder. Okay, wait. This is big. It's our first arranged track. Holy shit. Oh, it's good. Cheap viewers, get fucking owned, idiot. Oh, this is good. This is groovy. There we go. Yeah, while I'm here, I might as well own... I see, it was funny. It was funny for a bit whenever a bot would show up and be like, yo, click this link. And then the link is owned by Twitch. But like now it's happening like every other stream and it's like, snore. This song kind of fucks though. There's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we're done here. I disagree. Sorry, but we are not finished yet. Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something? I'll show you what I'm basing my accusation on. The real superpower of teamwork! Mr. Portsman's rebuttal. What? There's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how may I ask do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Hold it! Unfortunately, I believe I have already shown how earlier. Your speculations mean nothing, as I still insist that I could not gain access to your room. What should I do now? Should I raise an objection? Yes. You claim to have no way to open my door. However, is that really the honest truth? Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna do a thing while I'm thinking of it. I'll leave you with the tunes for a second. We're so back. That took 2 seconds. Incredible stuff. Yeah, Miles was offering his famous Miles flowers. Incredible. Haha, alright, I'll humor you. Go ahead, shoot. Very well. I propose that you use this to open my door. The master key. Take that! I believe you were able to open my office door with the master key, no less. Objection. Also, I found this out, actually. I thought that objection was new. The Jacques Portsman objection. That's not actually new to this. I think it's in the mobile port of Investigations. I think it's in the mobile port. But obviously, it's, like, really cool to have it in a way better version of the game. And also, there is one new objection in the collection, which is badass. He pulls out his iconic Miles gun. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know. Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Gamer, are you investigating? Baby, oh baby. If anyone's investigating, it's me. I've got to go to work. I'll be watching the VOD, though. Best of lucks with Jocks Umsman. No worries. Have a good one. I'm in a room with 2 other EPBPs, and despite my spicy breakfast, I'm one too. That's so real. I could go for something spicy. Oh, he's the sweatster. Holy shit. Oh, that's good. Oh, I didn't know there were arranged Investigations 1 tracks. Oh, it's so good. I thought it was only Investigations 2. You used your finger to direct this person to open the door with my key. Yeah, you used yourself to do it. Maggie Bird. Take that! You asked Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes? Yeah, I kind of forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know? But the room you had Miss Bird open at that time was not your own, was it? Yeah, I know, I love all these little... The little touch-ups are really much appreciated. That tea set in the background is still knocked the fuck over. That stinks. What? You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we? I'm certain that it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir. See, Miss Bird backs up my story. Yet what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking what you wanted? And how do you suppose I did that? By switching the number plates on our doors, for example. That's right, they do slide out pretty easily. Furthermore, you then used one other thing to give a very strong impression, that the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. What was it that Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Bird think that it was his room? The fucking basketball. Take that! What? The basketball hoop, sir? It's quite the peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left an unusually strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a particular prosecutor. Yeah, I love the idea that she's just running back and forth like between Miles and Jacques. Oh, he's been got. That's very true, sir, because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's. There are signs that the hoop has been moved. Just sit it in front of my office to be so sure. I see. So that's how you throw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack. Conjecture's rebuttal. Now you're just spouting nonsense. That's very rude. Bit much. I had to go open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. Wrong. Stupid doo-doo head. He intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he? Wait, this game references... No way that's an intentional reference. If that is, that's actually kind of cute. I've never touched Danganronpa, but it's kind of neat. Oh, he's going jacket mode. I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. Incorrect. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears. That's not cool. My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday. Please calm down, for I intend to show who is the one truly covered in slime here. Well, if it isn't Slime Edgeworth. Now you're just spouting nonsense. I disagree. I had to go open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. We have evidence to contradict that. Wrong. This fucking idiot. This fucking clown. That was a lie. What are you talking about? How is that a lie? This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It was left under your door. Or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. I wonder when we're gonna get to hear the pursuit theme. I forget when it shows up in this case. Because surely that's arranged as well. I haven't heard the arrangement. But like, there should be a case about Slime Edgeworth and people can't tell them apart even though slime is goop. So then, where were you and what were you doing? Ah. Shall I explain it in full detail for you? What? Huh? Really good? Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Oh, it's good. You were busy snooping around in my room, the very room you had Miss Bird open for you. That's just nonsense. You have no evidence that I made the girl open your door for me. Oh, but I do. I have very decisive evidence. No way. This is fucking... Do Capcom just work for me? And I didn't even realize. Is all of Capcom on my payroll? Minus the fact I'm not paying them. This game's just made for me. They just like looked at me and they were like, let's make a whole ass game for them. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm not making... My ass is not making it to 25 at this rate. Holy shit. Oh. What are we presenting now? I did buy the game. Okay, fine. Let's see. Wait, let me think about this. Proof positively Miss Bird opened the door for you. Is it this again? Take that! I think I'm wrong. I had your door dusted for prints. My door? How? What for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right, I didn't find anything. And definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Oh my fucking god. The little Capcom spy in your office is feeling really proud right now. Holy, oh my, it's so fucking good. I can't wait to hear the Investigations 2 arrangements. What do they have to do with anything? Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her print should naturally be on the doorknob she touched. This guy's back is going to be in fucking agony. He keeps doing that. Beware the Jacques Portsman bag shots. Furthermore, all of the prints on my office door's knob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it. Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me, and Detective Faith found you out, possibly because he had heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Have you heard about the Go You or Your localization thing in AAI 1? Is that the Turnabout? Is that the airline in Turnabout Airlines? Limes Edgewater weighs piles of limes in a crimson coat. You killed Mr. Faith to silence him. Then I had the misfortune to return when I did, and you had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said when you had the gun to my back. No one gets away with committing murder in my office. I like this case. It's such a good case. I think this case is so slept on. Go You was the original Japanese name. Oh, right, yeah. Because it's iFly in, I believe, in the DS version. I noticed because I'm pretty sure in Investigations 2, Nicole Swift, or now Tabby Lloyd, has iFly on her jacket. And I remember from the demo, it's not there anymore. Yeah. And just what's so funny, pal? My jacket? That look of stiff seriousness on the face of this office's finest prosecutor. As he makes a huge mistake in accusing me is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like it in the world. What? Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all, and he even backed it up. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already. And as I said earlier, it's all so circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say that you checked my doorknob for prints? Well, I can readily confess that I had wiped that knob down well. I'm a little obsessive-compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched, which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. Oh god, he is slimy. He is slimy. After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be on there. You made that up just now, didn't you? Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it there before I arrived at the office. Freddie Portsman is outside my office. How much power do you have left? What a good port. It's so amazing so far. I hope you enjoyed it too. I really like Turnabout Airlines. I think Turnabout Airlines is also a little bit underrated. I think it's quite fun. It's a shame the kidnap Turnabout's like that, but the first two cases of this game, they're good. They're good. I think this one's better, but they're good. Are you saying that you failed to notice a note? You failed to notice a note in your doorway. Even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, even though that's no excuse. I nearly said I was preoccupied by woke-related matters. Case 3 syndrome. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. There is always Investigations 2, which has, like, the best Case 3. Case 3 of Investigations 2 is, like, mind-blowing. Yeah, it's fun. It's really funny. I think, yeah, Turnabout Ablaze needs a bit of fat trimmed, but I still really like Turnabout Ablaze. I think I prefer Reminiscence, but I really like Turnabout Ablaze. Ah, but you can't prove that, can you? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't think it's the worst case or anything. The Case 3 in this game is, like... For me, it's bottom 5. It's a bottom 5 case, but I still would give it like a 6 out of 10. It's like fine. The problem with this game's Case 3 is that like you've got like Ace Attorney 2 and 3's Case 3, which I think have like big problems. There's just sections of them that I straight up don't like. But they have higher highs. I kind of like Big Top Second Day. I like Furio Tigre. Case 3 in this game, other than the characters, doesn't really hit, yeah. And it has maybe the worst ending of any case. The ending is so weak. It's so weak. But it's never awful. It's never awful. So I like, it's very okay. It's very okay. And at the very least, it's not super long. It's like 4 hours. It's manageable. I think it's actually closer to 3.5. It's fine. Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir. No. Portsman makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. Besides, I have an airtight alibi. Airtight, you say? I only just realized that I had one as we were talking. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner. Is it better than Big Top, though? I think the case 3 in this game is worse than Big Top, better than Recipe for Turnabout. That's what I would say. I think it's between them. And also, I would put all 3 of those cases above, like, 2 cases from Spirit of Justice. And there's another one that I don't like in there somewhere that I can't think of right now. There's another one I think is kind of the... If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that you had that unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. Yeah, exactly. No, I need to click with the new names. Although I do like pretty much all of them that I've heard so far. The only one I'm not big on is Eddie Fender, but the rest are like, I'm down for this. Exactly that time I was down in criminal affairs. Having affairs with men. Sebastian who? I actually did hear something interesting. Okay, sorry to keep going on tangents. A lot of people don't like the second name Winner, even though Eustace is... Like, a lot of people in the train that, like, Eustace is a great name for him, but they don't like Winner as a second name. I've heard Eustace Victor. Eustace Victor. What do we think of that? Do we think that would have been better? I don't know. I will say, Excelsius is brilliant. Excelsius Winner is fucking awesome. Excelsius Victor would have worked as well, though. So I don't know. Victor would have been... Yeah, this is true. Victor is very much more first name. Victor is more first name adjacent. But I could go for either. I could go for either. Eustace Victor. I don't know. He don't strike me as a Victor. Oh, I don't know. My least favorite case is Rise from the Ashes just because it was too long. That's fair. I like it a lot, but it is very fluffy. I think my least favorite case, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's absolutely the Foreign Turnabout. The Foreign Turnabout is by a mile my least favorite case. It's the only case in the series I don't like. I'll say that. Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you'd like. You'll see for yourself. Detective Gumshoe. Sir, yes sir, I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back. Eustace is just such a name that you don't hear often, so it feels weird to me. That is fair. That is understandable. But I think for him, it really does work. Eustace and Excelsius are such a great pair of names. I'm a big fan. That shit is like a whole game on its own. Yeah, it's like nearly the length of the rest of AA1. Just like Mr. Portman said, the guys down in criminal affairs said they saw him at around 2 a.m. You see? All of the evidence points to him being the culprit. So there must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. Right. Janet Sue said in an interview that they didn't play the fan translation so it wouldn't affect their own translation, but honestly, I don't really believe that. Really? That's interesting. I mean, the thing is like, I know what you mean, but like, the case names do look like thesaurus versions of the prosecutor's path names, but like, you can not play Investigations 2 and still like be very familiar with the case names, because they're just like so easy to stumble across. And I think on the whole, I prefer the official translation's case names. Turnabout for the Ages is fucking gas. I love that. If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that you had that unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But at exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. Hold it! And no way I got a Harry Potter ad before the stream. Unbelievable. Luckily, you can, like, even it out with, like, a game, truly, a game made for the gays. We can balance it out. Yeah, it was Winston Payne. Winston Payne must have done it. Well, happy belated birthday. Thank you so much. No, so many people were, like, there was so many, like, birthday wishes from people. It was really nice. It was much appreciated. Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony. Toad Song, thank you for the sub. That's weird that the icon didn't pop up on screen. Hang on. I don't know why I did. Oh, there it is. It's just having a moment. That's fine. Yeah. Throws Bridget at you instantly. And it was just as I said, right? Yes, sir. A number of detectives said that they saw you at around that time. See? I have the perfect alibi. That's the ace I had up my sleeve. Ag. Portsman's alibi may seem perfect at first glance, but I know there's a hole in it somewhere. All I need to do is press him a little and see what comes of it. I love the way that they fucking say it. All I need to do is press this man. I need to press this man against my bookshelf. And I will have him convicted of murder in no time.
Hold it!
It is as you say, however. Yes, however, you were the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see. Come now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you? This fucking guy. I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Oh well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit. So I think we need to press statement number 3.
Hold it!
If I press my lips against his, I can find a hole in his alibi. If I oil up his abs, surely I can find some evidence. Right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct. Do we press statement 1, maybe?
Hold it!
You are correct, it was around 2 AM. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time. I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2. Oh, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2. Impossible. He actually does have the perfect alibi. What's wrong? Why the sullen look on your face? Can't you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth? You say you have the perfect alibi, Mr. Portsman. However, your lips are looking a little dry. Your waist is looking a little ungrabbed, Mr. Portsman. I think we've reached the end of the line and it's time to get off this crazy train. You there. Sir, please escort the young lady out. But remember, be gentle. Maggie! Detective Gumshoe! No! Did you know you can press in the right stick in the... Oh, yeah! Oh, is it the left one? Yeah, it is. You just gotta wait for it. This is a great screen. Hey everybody, welcome back to my stream. Today we're playing Edgeworth versus the Void. So far the gameplay hasn't been that interesting. I'm a little disappointed. We've been playing for an hour, and so far I've only figured out how to open my eyes and wiggle my finger. But, you know, I've heard good things about this game. You know, maybe it picks up after the first couple hours. We'll see how things go. I'm hoping I can beat the Void sooner or later. I've heard there's a white Void in this game as well. That's very interesting. I wasn't expecting that, so it's really nice to say that Capcom went above and beyond with this game. He's investigating the Void. If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? The intruder I met could not have been Portsman. Then who could it have been? I need to calmly think this through one more time, and with logic. Are we gonna go logic mode? Let's fucking go. There's a brat Void. The culprit rearranged my files twice, once before and once after the murder. I think these are the two. I think this implies... If I remember correctly, these are the two that you put together. Because it implies that Mr. Portsman and a second person entered the office to look for different things. Evidence points to the shelves being disturbed once before and once after the murder. But who is to say that the person who did it the second time is the same as the first? Which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight. Maybe the victim and his killer weren't the only visitors to my office tonight. Ooh. Are we gonna go logic mode again? Jeez. I wonder. Imagine this was wrong and you just get soft-locked. If indeed there were two culprits, then that resolves the contradiction behind our murder weapon. Ooh. Despite the fact that there are 2 bullets here in this room. The murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once, leaving the possibility that the other bullet was fired from the other visitor's gun. Furthermore, if we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back...
Objection!
Oh baby, oh baby. Mr. Portsman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. Great, so you've finally come to your senses. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, what are you saying? This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean? The person I ran into was just your average thief. A thief? But, sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts? Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. Ooh, get his ass. And it means that in actuality, 2 culprits stole into my office tonight. What do you mean 2? It explains both why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were 2 guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office. Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know? If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. What if you had a 6-inch tall Jacques Portsman? Would you feel bad killing him? In the end, if you really are innocent, then you should have nothing to worry about. Grr! For fuck's sake. The chugger. Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time. So then, this would be when the files were put back in the wrong order, right? Now I've become the chugster. Exactly. We'll put him in a man-sized blender. Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith? Why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir? He probably had business with Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office, would be my guess. Oh, because he was supposed to be away, right? And he must have thought it was odd, so he came into this office to check it out. Correct, and as a detective, that was the right thing to do. But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there. Because it was Mr. Portsman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. Fun fact, Body Faith is designed to look like the director of the Investigations games. That's cute, I didn't know that. That's kind of cool, that's kind of fun. I have faith that he did a good job and made him look like himself. Ha 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 ha. He saw his own partner with another man. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him and then... Kablooey. Gulp. He killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. Ooh, the chomper. Oh. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left a fake dying message behind. You're such a complicated troublemaker, you know that? Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated. There was another? Visitor, sir? Oh, he said it! He said the thing! Turnabout visitor! And this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so they stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. It was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize. The stolen 0 file, right, sir? Correct, only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter. So the shelves getting messed up twice and the 2 bullets. It was all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times. Ooh. Precisely. So do you see now, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just a thief, and was not, in fact, Mr. Fate's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant, because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit's visit. Ha 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 ha, this fucking guy. What's so funny, pal? Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything. Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth's after all. But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Ooh. The guy that created Marvel. John Marvel, my favorite. Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right. It would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor. Grr, Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir. But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point. Don't say that, sir. I like that idea. You're just like, yeah, I can convict this guy of murder. Don't say that. I could never be a prosecutor. I would be screaming, your ass is circumstantial. You're circumstantial. Shut up. Your conjecture. You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you met, you have exposed... Yeah, I was about to say, when we were watching Bionicle videos together, and the guy was reviewing, like, oh, this set's pretty good, but it has exposed ball joints, and we're just like, you have exposed ball joints. You have exposed pins. You have red and blue axles. Then why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct. We gotta finish the rest of those videos at Sodium. Big time. Oh, let's fucking go. We're so back. That thief you ran into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say? I'm so ready. We're going fucking presto mode. We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some pizza to me, I was down at Criminal Affairs. LJ, when the weapon a character is holding doesn't share that color scheme. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy. He's great. Yeah, this is new. They arranged some of like the hype tracks from Investigations 1 and 2. I thought they only did it for 2, so this is a really nice surprise. So you think we should be out there looking for the thief? Of course. Now isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions. I'm beating the stupid allegations. Let's go. I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Oh, I love this. Can I just say I love this sprite? I think it's really good. It's really good. It's very funny. I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. The wanted one are included for everyone. Oh, right. More presto! Let's fucking go! Oh. They hate the yeah, it's so funny when they're like chatting shit about one of the old builds for like the Bolrock Var, and you're literally looking at this fuck-ass creature made of like 24 pieces, and it's like, stop being mean to them. They're world building! Pop off my gold! We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at Criminal Affairs. So I can't be expected to...
Hold it!
Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith? Oh, he nearly said Jim. He opens his videos with, this is not my opinion, this is objective. I thought that was a strange angle to take. I'm talking more so about the remix reviews, which are his opinion, which I find a lot more fun. Like, I don't know. Like, I would just like to hear what you think of a Lego set. You don't have to, like, collect community opinions and just shove them all into one video, right? I don't know. I think the remix reviews are really fun. So I would have liked more of that. Like, I'm watching you because I want to know what you think. I don't give a shit what John Bionicle thinks about Kongu Mari. You know? The cooler thing, you're right, the cooler thing to do would be to start the review and say that this is not my opinion, this is objective. But instead of it being like a gathering of community opinions, it is just your opinion and you're just saying it's objective for the fuck of it. That I can get behind. You know those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. And what of the evidence he brought? They were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pendant. He fucked up. He just fucked up big time, baby. You should start one of your videos like that. The next Lego video. Next Lego video. Oh, he's figured out. Ooh. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because, like, they are just community opinions, right? Like, he genuinely might not think them. But, like, it leads into this really sticky situation where he probably doesn't want to share his own opinion because he thinks he'll get flamed. But because people are just like that, they have to hear all these terrible community opinions and they're just gonna flame him for it anyway. Because he's the one saying it in the video, so it's, like, tricky. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. Granted, those videos are, like, what, 8, 9 years old? It could very well be a case that, like, it just seemed like a good idea at the time, and maybe if he went back and did them now, he would not do that, right? So, that is a factor. Anyways, get fucking owned, idiot. We got his ass. Only 2 pieces. I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail. I was so bad at reading that. I believe the proper phrase here is, epic fail. Excuse me? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. Let's fucking go. Well, no, he does, for sure. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece that I think you should read carefully. It says that Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces. Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. I can't believe, to get tripped up by simple arithmetic. Where is the missing piece of evidence? You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe, you don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe. Use your famous Gumshoe grab. It's so, Another thing as well, I love this remix so much. Happy no longer birthday, thank you so much. This is all part of the investigation, pal, so don't even think about stopping me. Me when I'm looking into the changes in a European version of a game. No! What's this? He had this on him, sir. Well, if it isn't John evidence. Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide. But why would he hide something like that? There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Oh, he's the sweater. The sweater. Yeah, exactly. We just found the PAL version. If you look into it, we're gonna find Ganon nerfs and Fox nerfs. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. For the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. The KG8 incident. Ooh. I love your John-related noun jokes. Thank you. I've been... I've been doing it too much lately, but I'm glad people find it a little funny. That's a police case number, sir. Does that mean this video is evidence from that case? Interesting. However, what's recording on this isn't what's important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once over. Oh no. This looks... It's like GameCube colored. You know what this looks exactly like? Wait, hang on a minute. Bear with me. This is... I thought my leg got caught in the cable. That would have been bad. Bear with me. You know what the color scheme of this reminded me of almost exactly? My Retroid Pocket 2, which I have not used this thing in forever, which is a shame because it's actually really good. I should use this thing more often. It's quite good. I very nearly bought the 4, but then I was like, like I have a Steam Deck now, so this is probably more ideal. That is a shiny screen. It is. It's great little doohickey. It is a great gadget. I do remember getting caught by a nasty-ass customs charge, but other than that, fantastic little doohickey. You could probably get it quite cheap now. But like emulating old-ass games, good. Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh. You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood? Ew. No. You've got it all wrong. No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video. Yeah, it's totally suspicious. Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints. Nah. Oh yeah, Concord happened, didn't it? You got an ad for it. It's funny that you got an ad for it because, like... I did not. I didn't even know that game was happening until it was just, like, gone. I'd say that the only ones on here that would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith. No, impossible. I'm... He eated it. Oh. I will say, one gripe I have with Investigations 1. One thing that's a little weak about Investigations 1. I think Investigations 1 on the whole has very weak breakdown animations. That one's quite charming. I like that one. It's a shame Lying Coldly wasn't playing while it happened. But it's still good. Eating the figurines in FNAF VR. Mr. Portman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir. Very good. And the results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. The blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. What is your favorite breakdown? Without a shadow of a doubt. Easily. The final one in Ace Attorney 4. Easily. The 4-4 breakdown is top notch. For so many reasons. For so many reasons. There's a few others that are up there. Investigations 2-3 is up there. Investigations 2-5 is up there. I really like the first one in 6-5. That one's quite good. Yeah, Spirit of Justice has a lot of good ones, but they're slightly hurt by the 2016 Capcom mocap. 6-2s is good. 6-3s is amazing. I love 6-3 in general, right? Spirit of Justice is my least favorite one, but 6-3 I love 6-3 to bits. I really do. Thank you so very much, Mr. Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir. It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies. Oh, it was nothing, really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean. I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir. If it had been a hold-up or a hostage situation, I'd have thrown my hands up in the air. Oh, 3-5 is great. Oh. I'm trying to think of other ones I really like. You know what? As much as I don't care for the case, 3-3. 3-3 is good. Yeah, Spirit of Justice is weird for me because Spirit of Justice has 6-3 and 6-5, which for me are like a perfect little duo. They're excellent. 6-3 is better. 6-5 like has, I don't know, it has the continuity issues, which really stinks. Don't love that, but I still like it a lot. It's amazing in a vacuum, I guess is what I'd say. But everything else about Spirit of Justice just doesn't do it for me. 6-2 is okay. 6-4 and 6 DLC are like really mediocre, and then 6-1 is like, no. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It just doesn't sit right with me. And there's some like, there's other little bits like how Edgeworth doesn't feel quite right, you know? But yeah. He's my favorite part of that case, I'll say that. That Mr. Portman really was one corrupt prosecutor. And why would you say that he was corrupt? Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir. Forged evidence, huh? And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons. Ooh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession. I agree with that, but I will say it's really disappointing, like, how much less competent Athena is in 6-4 compared to 5-3. No, yeah, it's really weird. I don't know what's up with the chat display. I don't know why. This has been a consistent issue lately. I might have to look into that. It's really strange. I don't know why it's like that. I'm gonna have to have some words with John Chat. We never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office. Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up. Although we can be pretty certain that it was to steal something. This is just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes. Oh, well. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this. Then Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy? I didn't say that, but rather there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. Oh boy! We still haven't figured out the significance to this piece of evidence.
Take that!
The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night. Yeah, I wonder who it was. And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? It was me! Mr. Edgeworth, sir, yes? I came across this while I was processing your office earlier. This card. Ooh. What is it, sir? Is that a bird or something on there? It's not just any bird. It is the mark of the raven. A three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective. Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? That great thief everyone's talking about. Yes, it is the mark of the great thief, Yatagaratsu. Ooh. Under the mark of a legendary bird, the Yatagaratsu is noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. It's him, Forensics, the famous Ace Attorney character. My favorite. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagaratsu appears and vanishes at will. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. Gotta head out. Enjoy the sequel to your birthday. No worries. You have a good one. Thank you for dropping by. The Yatagaratsu. I think I'm adding the Yatagarasu. Sorry, I'm adding a T in there, aren't I? Why am I adding a T? Likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence, and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media. Lost media? Good? You're craving some tea? I can't. I drinked it all. Oh. I drank most of it. Yippee. Concept art gallery is concept art for the silhouette Yatagarasu in the newspaper. It's kind of funny. That's cool, actually. I did not know that. I did have a little dig around in there, and I was like, ooh. No. Ooh, don't mind if I do. It has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Look, something's written on the back. What? Let me see. It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files. So the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu? Yatagarasu. Organization. Quite a few key words are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. There's a random sketch of Apollo. That I didn't notice, actually. That's really cute. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago. We're going back in time. We're going back in time to get Miles Edgeworth off the menu. To the first investigation to get Miles Edgeworth off the menu. I just got an achievement. Oh god, can you imagine I accidentally saved over my investigations 2 progress? I'd scream. Gulp. So we did it. Oh. That's oomph. That's oomph, but it's unfortunate that he's in there. I think I saw that, yeah, they do say the best. Which is cute. Now tell you what, I need to go to the bathroom. New items. Yippee! I love items. Oh, what is this? Oh, I got achievements and stuff. Cute. Photo album. Oh, this is, oh, baby, oh, good heavens. What the hell? I like this one because it looks like she's just, like, absolutely horrified by nothing. Gulp, is that your nothing? Character compendium. Oh, yeah. We can... Fuck you, crossed your prosecutor. Oh, they changed his hair color. Interesting. And his shoe color. And his shirt does look a little different. Interesting. God, it's so nice to be using the updated sprites. I love them so much. Whoa, and you get all of them? This makes me really happy. Yo! It looks, I love that it just repeats. Objection! It's like he's doing like a haymaker. His famous attack, would you dodge? Someone needs to put like a hitbox visualizer over this, right? Like it's just, his body is just the blue transparent box, and then like the swoosh is like a red one. What else we got? Oh, he's going Jesus mode. He's going strip mode. He's going sweat mode. He's going backshots mode. He's going chomp mode. He's going chompy talky mode. He's dying. Goodbye. How many does she have? Oh, that's cute. This is awesome. I love that this is here. Okay. Let's see, so... Oh, wait! That's interesting. So it's not called... So it's not called Lying Coldly anymore. That's kind of interesting. Chase down the truth. I see it. Okay, I see the vision. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on the arranged... Lying Coldly is apparently a mistranslation. That's interesting. I did not know that. Okay, so here's the plan. How do I do X mode? There we go. I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to leave you with that banger. Not only am I going to leave you with banger, I'm going to leave you with oomph. And I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back with you. Oomph, I demand you to sit down and behave yourself. There we go. Sorry, she's got fluff on her. There we go. I'm giving Ump a haircut. Incredible. There we go. Enjoy her presence and solve her riddles. I will be right back with you. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Well, 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 if it isn't Oh. She is the faller. She probably thinks about girls. Elfelt would think about boys. She would do that. And I'm proud of her for it. The one thing I will say about Lying Coldly is that it's a little odd. I remember someone saying, like, oh, it's interesting that it goes from lying coldly to wanting to find the truth for the two pursuit themes between the investigations games. But, like, Edgeworth isn't really a liar in Investigation 1. Well, well, well. If it isn't the game. Turnabout trigger, let's fucking go. So, I don't know how much. I think there's less of this case left, but I could be wrong. With the death of Bastion Rook and the revelation that Shelley the Killer was in our midst, the case had taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Knight ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened. It could very much be describing the suspect, yeah. And the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. Oh, he's in big trouble. 4:15 p.m. I do find it really charming how, like, the first Investigations 1 case is taking it, like, around this exact time during like, in the morning, And then this one's just during the day. That's fun. No president in sight. Now, where could he be? Who knows? Ah, so he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Sorry to disappoint, but did you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin? As we have already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. That's fair. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you will be so kind as to examine the body. Alright, my only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. So the attempted assassination of the president. I'm not the reader. Shit. Has become the murder of a bodyguard. Not that I need it, but yes. That's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Kay Faraday, great thief extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here. Oh really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me? Nope. I ain't solving shit. She's so fun. Want anything from Super Value? Super Value? You know if they got it? Sriracha mayo. I'm out of that shit. I could get a bit of sriracha mayo. That'd be an idea. But I will provide vital assistance. Kay Faraday haters do not enter. I agree. Get out of here. Get out of here. If it was Little, it would be a different story. It would be a different story if it was Little. The Little falafel wrap goes crazy. Oh, you got... Oh, that's awesome. I was so fucking stun-locked, right? I had the most amazing moment of my entire life the other day. My girlfriend, she got her Bionicles back from home, right? So she has them in her apartment now. And I was like, babe, can you show me your Bionicles? And she did. And it says a lot about me. The first time I've ever asked her for pics of anything is her Bionicles, which is very funny, I think. It says a lot about me. But, she did. She sent me pics of the Bionicles. And they're very nice. But they're all her own mocks that she made when she was younger, right? And that's fine. I thought they were really charming. There was some Exo Force parts in there, which I thought was cool. And then, like, a few days later, we were just, like, talking. And she had her camera on. And the Barnacles came up, and she just pulls up Brutaka. She just has Brutaka. This whole time. I lost my fucking mind. It was brilliant. She has Axon as well. She has Axon and Brutaka. Unbelievable. Legitimately unbelievable. Hawktoa. Oh my fucking god. Let's get to scoring this scene from top to bottom. Hawktoa. No, I agree. It's a shame that the 05 Toa are like that. If it was just if the Hordika had 2 geared arms, they would be fucking awesome. That would rule so much. It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup. She could make Botar. I wonder if I can convince my wife to make Botar. I'll need to draw out this part of the investigation for as long as possible. Oh, is she following me? She's the follower? She's not gonna run, though? Oh, she is the runner. Awesome. You little scoundrel, you're in big trouble. Suspicion of murder. Yeah. It's a shame. I really like Sidorak. Sidorak is a set I very nearly copped a while back. I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I bag scoops, not souls. Oh, that's fun. Then why lie about your jacket and the laser sight? That was, I knew you all would think it was fishy. Is that really all it was? Please, you gotta believe me, I could never do something like this. I'd like to tell you everything will be alright, but just try not to worry too much. Yeah, she just has a bear trap. It's so silly. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it, one way or another. Thanks, Chief. I believe in you. You never know. How many times must I tell you I am not your chief? Oh, sorry, Ruffles. Clean forgot you were chief number 2. That's not what I meant, sire. She's so sad. Holy shit, is that Pyro from Overwatch? In case of a poison gas attack, I suppose. The president certainly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times. Gas masks? I've never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them, of course. From a fellow thief, I presume. No, from the Jammin' Ninja. You know, my favorite kids' TV show. Princess Murasaki was getting married, but toxic ninja Wolfsbane showed up to lay down some sick burns. And time to tune out. Might save myself a brain cell or two. Leave her alone! Oh, shit, I got so angry I went... Sorry, I got so angry I went logic mode. Mr. President, let me in. The president is on the other side of this door. Seems like an easy enough fix. Cool. I like when people are willing to, like, fix a official... I know some people just, like, keep the sets as they were without making any modifications. I'm very much not about that. I mean, I've made a million modifications to some of my Power Miner sets. Get the better of it? Doors aren't there to be beaten. But look how heavy it is. Look at that lock. It's just sitting there begging me to try it. Calm down, Kay, and think, why might this door be locked? For me to open it, of course. Precisely. For you to open it, of course. Why is the killer just vibing? Oh, it's great. I mean, you do kind of need the first half of the case. Yeah, exactly. He is holding this guy at knife point, so there is that. I think the gist is that, like, Shelly the killer wants us to investigate, but the guy that he's holding hostage didn't. He wouldn't give us permission, so he just threatened his life. You know how it be. It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Cow. What on earth is this? Oh, that? It's the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch. But if that's the case, then why has it been left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, that is pretty weird. It certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath it? I thought something seemed strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor here. Security monitor's data jotted down in my organizer. Okay, okay. This monitor is displaying a feed of this very room. They didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high res. Oh, I'm afraid I can't tell myself, but I can even see the little crow's feet around your eyes. Oh, my bad. They're just the usually deeply etched lines, you know, on your forehead. If you've quite finished. Oh, they're fun. Oh, there's one that's out. These monitors are displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior. But I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, this is the big... Oh, wait, sorry. That's nothing. That's the outside of the plane. Most intruders could not hope to approach without being spotted. But such measures would be mere child's play in my case. Whoa, you're saying you can get past cameras like these without being seen? Of course, with ease. You have to teach me how, please. Are you taking on apprentices by any chance? Oh, that's awesome. You do realize who you're talking to, don't you? Sorry. Had to ask, though. What a great skill for a great thief to know. Unfortunately for you, I am not the type to take on understudies. You're not, huh? Shame. Shame? In what way exactly? Oh, this is great. This is so good. Oh, that's logic. No. I don't think there's anything there yet. Oh, this is big. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. The big one. What the fuck is this? What is this? Why is the president doing clicker training? What the fuck? Oh, personal safety alarms. Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever. I want her fit. I know, yeah. The K into Killer Chronicles would be the best spin-off. It'd be so fucking cool. He's so lawful evil, you're right. I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids, maybe his wife too. Why would they all be here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use. Objection, Your Honor. It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he is human, and therefore only possesses 2 hands. 20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection. That looks heavy. So this is what a president wears, huh? Must be made of something super special. Yeah, presidentium. protect him from bullets. So it's not just for show? Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest. Has a bullet lodged in it. Is it the president's? So that's what one of those looks like. Why didn't you just say so? Now I feel silly. I wonder. A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring straight at me. And look, there's a big lever right by its butt. Don't even think about it. Oh, I wasn't thinking anything, I swear. I imagine that lever opens the panels beneath my feet. I see. So he's standing on a trap door. Oh, that's very fun. I made an impulse decision. My stomach is now feeling consequences, mistakes. Been there. I strongly advise you to not pull it. Do so and you will regret it. You know, I'm okay with taking some advice. Nintendium. Especially when it's from a professional killer. We also deal with this. Documents of some kind. We could always steal a glance. Oh. Another security plan. Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can. Precisely. But wait, something feels off. Let me look at my stuff real quick. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. I'm going Eureka mode. No, yeah, this is a plane. This is on a plane, so the trapdoor is very... The trapdoor is very interesting. To have a trapdoor on a plane is a bit heavy. The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Huh? Oh, you're right. Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders. Why the urgency? Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president. God, this frame goes so fucking hard. Holy shit. It's so good. If our leader hadn't stepped in just then, we'd all have been out of a job. But he made it, and our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Oh, yeah. Rook put a bullet in it for good measure, too. And where were you while this was happening? You were the one I first overpowered, were you not? Oh, that's embarrassing. How embarrassing. Shut up, kid. Shut up, Kay. I'll kill you. Now I get it. Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. This game's incredible. Like I said, this is my favorite game. Just... period. Busted my neck up so bad, I can't even look to my right. Is she ABBA? Holy shit. Wait. How have I never seen art of, like, ABBA and Kay wearing each other's fits? That would actually be incredible. That's... idea of the century. Idea of the century. You will get hired by Arxis and Capcom at the same time on the spot. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He was truly a master of his craft. Like a certain other someone I could mention. I'm just as good as he ever was. You were a pawn to his queen, my young friend. What the heck do you know? So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skills as a bodyguard. Indeed, while I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. It joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me. So that's the connection he was talking about. My favorite game, period. Yep, no, Pikmin 1 is in, like, the top 10, easily. But Investigations 2 is my favorite game. And then just behind it is Plus R. And then I'd say, like, Solma, probably. And that's why he changed the security plan. Had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust, and he only trusts two people. Me and Rook. Security plan data updated in my organizer. Rook was a queen. So true. How does it explain your change of position? Oh yeah, he switched over to the right-hand side. I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. I could only cover the president's left side. This is true. The guy who cut his face in half might be one of them. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. Okay, we learned some awesome sauce, I must say. Hmm. I might be jumping the gun a bit. Yeah, no worries. That's fair. No worries. I blew up. That's fine. A riot shield, and next to it, a canary in a cage. Aw, she's so sweet. I want one. Did you ever see a cuter partner in crime? Partner in crime? Oh yeah, she can help me with lockpicking, stuff like that. A great thief has no greater ally than nature, Mr. Edgeworth. Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous gases. Wait, this one isn't actually for that, is it? Oh, he doesn't want to see Oomph die. Oh wait, yeah, the body. We were meant to we were meant to inspect that. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. The boo-boo in he armpit. That might be one. There's no logical connection between those things. Has an aneurysm. The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. He was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Like it was on purpose or something, huh? The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. The medics must have been brought in to try and save him. Sadly, it was too little too late. What's up with this? Oh, this is the bulletproof attacher case, yeah. Bodyguards used them to shield their clients from gunfire. There was some in Kay's photograph, too. Looks like Rook and Knight each had one. Every Rook and cranny. That's the photo I snatched. You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, Kay. I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take. She's so funny. She's just like, yeah, I'm stealing shit all the time. That's just like kind of my thing. Hope that's cool. I take it snatch is your new favorite word? Hehehe. Maybe. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I should look at his gun. The victim was also carrying a revolver. It looks like he was trying to use it. He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. We should check to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. All there, and no other signs of the weapon having been used. Was this one on loan from Zheng Fa too? Yup, sure was. We are always issued with the same model gun. Oh, wait. It's a victim, Mr. Bastionbrook, bodyguard to the president of Zheng Fa. He's one of the guys that brought the president inside as soon as the shooting started, which means he continued to do his duty right up until his dying breath. I've only known Kay for 10 minutes, but if anything happened to her, I'd be very sad. I'm glad we got Kay and Joyce in here. Kay's fucking awesome. Kay, it's better to know when to say... Wait. At least he'll get posthumously promoted. Kay, it's better to know when to say nothing at all than to end up with your foot in your mouth. What do you mean? I mean, bodyguards don't even operate on the same rank promotion system as the police in the first place. Okay, okay. We get it. He's been owned. I understand. Someone has left an inflatable boat in an oar here. Probably so it's ready to go at any time. Right, but there's only one oar. You can still row with only one oar, you know. Yeah, get your shit together. I have high hopes for your investigation. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. Things are progressing well, I hope? There's no need to worry. Things are progressing just fine. Oh no! The real Matt Engard followed me. Not the real Matt Engard. Gulp. Yet brain chess. We love brain checkers. Remember, I absolutely despise betrayals of all kinds. Yes, I know. Indeed you do, so please, do take care not to double-cross me, accidentally or otherwise. I really have no choice but to do as he says for now. Can't believe I let an assassin onto the president's plane. You know very well it was for the good of the investigation, Mr. Knight. Don't give me that. I know what you really want. You do indeed, because you heard me say it already. I wish to know the truth behind Mr. Rook's death. How goes the brain Chinese checkers? Very good. We wrapped up the first case of Investigations 1, which I think is fucking awesome. And this one's even better. You were asked to assassinate the president by a certain someone. You seem to have forgotten that there are more pressing matters at hand. I don't often carry out unpaid work, but it's not entirely unheard of. Fine. I'll get back to the investigation. Good. I am expecting great things from you, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder, is there anything we can present? I wonder if we go logic mode. Oh yeah, surely. I do miss profile presenting. Yeah, it's not a thing in this game outside of very certain, like, oh, this person did it moments, is it? We know this because 2 shots were fired. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life. But there's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How is that possible? How indeed, the numbers don't add up. However, there is one possible explanation. There is? After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1. No way! He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. And he wasn't injured at all by the impact? Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage. Sure, I've known guys who got broken bones that way. But the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff. Sounds like he didn't even need a vest. Jesus Christ. She just says anything. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed. Remind me what those are again? Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining those grooves, we can use them to identify which guns it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of a sort. You can tell that from a bullet, then what are we waiting for? Analyze away. Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensics to find. What? But I was all set for some analyzing. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. I don't think there's anything else we can put together yet. At least I don't think so. Let me just check my... That's logic. My bad. I meant to go evidence mode. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong dude. I meant to talk to the alive one. Here we go. His reasons for presenting such an item are myriad, I am sure. Yes, precisely. I won't get away with that too many times. Okay, maybe this one? No, okay, that's not it. I bet not even Rook saw it coming. And who could blame him? A guy like that getting killed by some minor league hack. Quiet, please. You, Grr. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, continue with your investigation. Let's see. I forget where we go from here. Do we talk to you? I think you're finished. No, yeah, no way. I think it's logic time. Maybe there is more logic to be done. This is probably wrong. Never mind, I'm a genius. I am the smartest character to ever do it. These 2 guns are exactly the same, meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Zengfar. Same model as the victims. Is this not? Is this Bronco's gun? Is this Bronco's gun? You imagine how sad that would be? You pull the lever and the body just flops into the water under the plane. Just like... The bodyguards all got their guns from the Zhengfar authorities, am I right? Yes. Are they, like, super rare or anything? No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either. Ooh, and here I thought there might be valuable treasures. Exactly, I nearly got it as well. His ass is not Horace... What's his name? His ass is not Horace anymore. Horace Knightley. He is now Bronco Knight. Yes, it is something of a shame. Whoa, I just mentioned treasures and you actually responded for once. I only meant to point out that if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose. Ah, see, everything's a treasure hunt one way or another, including this investigation. You could say that. Alright then, it's treasure hunting time. On with the investigation. She certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. There we go. That's quite enough investigating for now. Ugh. What is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case? No, not yet. Is that so? Then perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you to do so. Oh, I know. Oh, I remember this now. Another witness? Who? You don't mean... The most important witness of all, the man on the other side of that door. He really intends to have me question the president? Now, if you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop right there, Tequila. What's the context of playing the games in parallel? Like right next to each other? Well, basically, because we did a stream dedicated to everything there was to do in the demo, it just made sense to play everything the demo offered you, which is half of both of the first cases. So I think it just makes sense to finish both of them in a second stream, right? It would be, does that make sense? Because that means in 2 stream you can finish 2 cases. Rather than doing like half of one case and then like 1 full case and then half of another case. You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you. Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. Brr. Pussy. Well then, if nothing else, we now know what kind of a man you really are. Mr. President, stop. You can't do this. Let's just all calm down, alright? Come on, detective. Where the blazes are you? Eek. The lights. Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the President after all. Even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip. No, stop. Eek. Okay, you won't get away with this, Tequila. I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. Where are you? Where did you go? Anger. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Worth, stir. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe? Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Yo, he got a whole ass new floor sprite? This is massive. I must have been knocked unconscious. Sir, you're okay. Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did he, Kay? Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it. So you can stop worrying. Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Well, see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane, and she told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there told us something too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing from by the window. Oh, he took the boat? He rowed himself across the lake with one arm? Jesus Christ. What about the cordon around the park? I'd called everybody back in to stake out the plane, including the guy stationed across the water. No, so he's completely slipped through our fingers? Not the best look for the department, but yeah. Hey Edgeworth, Mr. Knight, you're alive. Yeah, no thanks to that murderer. Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, we've seen this. Guess he wanted to leave a message. The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims. But you're not dead, sir. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. I can't stop thinking about his parting words. I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. He's so cool. He's so fucking cool. I love Shelly the Killer so much. Oh, I have need my table. And now I know the truth. The truth about what? Roger that. All clear out here, sir. Over. What's going on? That was the president. He's coming out. Yeah, it's catching me. I have slipped up with the new names. I really do like most of them though. I like Tabby Lloyd. I like Bronco Knight. I like Bastion Rook. Bastion Rook is great actually. That's a really good one. And I've seen most of the translated names. God, that sprite is actually like really good. That's a really cool sprite actually. Good morning. So he's the president of Zheng Farm, Mr. Dijun Wang. And you are? It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I really don't fuck with Bronco Knight. I like it a lot. Once I think when I first heard it, I was like, ugh. But then when I realized the horse pun, I was like, alright, fine. I see what you're going for. Again, the only one I'm not on board with is Eddie Fender. Not a fan of Eddie Fender. The rest of them, I'm pretty happy. I really like John Marsh's new name. Bastion Rook is top tit, yeah. Your efforts on behalf of Zheng Fa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. You must be referring to the Yatogaratsu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder. You are too humble. I've been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away. That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through his security feed. Pussy. Uncle Eddie is good. I like that. What else is there? I love, Eustace Winner has grown on me massively. Excelsius Winner is incredible. That's fucking brilliant. I love that one. Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. What do you mean? Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Knight has apprised me of the state of affairs. And from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zheng Fa's police force, finest in the world. That's not true. You don't trust your own police force, buddy. Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case? What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't have been for him, the killer would have... Detective. Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see why or how this case falls within Zheng Fa's jurisdiction. You fail to see? Enough, puny prosecutor. You seek explanations from a head of state? I say no. 1,000 times no. I will not explain myself to you. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane. Do as he said. I'd do if I say as if I were you, Edgeworth. This can't really be the end of the line. Can it? Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot her name. I don't remember what Catherine Hall's new name is either. Or Jeffrey Matt. Wow, yeah, I'm a forgetter. I'm a fucking forgetter. Yeah, the not president. I remember just taking a glance at most of the names and going, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I fuck with that. John Forgetter on the case. Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect. Yes, sir, right away. To make an attempt on my life? To murder one of my faithful servants? The effrontery. The villainy. I love this sprite. I didn't murder nobody. Cause I... Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no, 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you. He's hiding something, I'm certain of it. And if I leave now, we'll never know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, there's got to be something we can do. This really is yeah, he is a yapper. Think, Miles, remember. How many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? You've confronted the lies of witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Catherine Hall is Judy Bound? Oh my fucking god. Judy Bound? Oh, it's cute. I like it. I like that. That's fine. It's not amazing, but I think it's cute. What is Jeffrey Masters? Oh, unfortunately, links are disabled, so there is that. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No, and yet you always got to the truth of the situation in the end. With your greatest weapon of all, your words. Just a bunch of Discord messages. You've got the law on hand. Oh, we're going mind chess mode? Tanagroa. Oh, that's interesting. I can't say that one. Samson Tanagroa. Samson Tanagroa. Samson is a great name. Tangaroa. Tangaro? Simon Tangaro? Is that how you say it? Samson is great. Samson suits him excellently. Better than Jeffrey, I would say. But that second name is catching me. Let us analyze the state of play. Me before Sony don't reveal any fucking games. He's so mad. Begone, puny prosecutor. Or do you dare defy the direct order of a president? He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure authorical force. Fifi Lagarde, yeah. Fifi is fantastic. I like Fifi a lot. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's head of state. A seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. Jeffrey Master, the Master Chef. Oh, Master Jeff Master. That's cute. I never realized that. That makes sense. That's kind of cool. One more that I'm curious of, because I remember seeing the name and liking it a lot. What's Jay Elbert's new name? I remember seeing it and going, yeah, that's badass, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. My first aim should be to find out why he is insisting on Zhang Fa taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Could you at least explain to me why am I off the case? Rocco Carcerotto. That's kind. I like Rocco Carcerotto is really good. Rocco Carcerotto. That's fun to say. Or is it Carcerotto? It's like the joke is like incarcerated. I like that. Rocco is great for him. Rocco is really good. Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering. I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern. If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. Oh, that's great. Did I give you permission to speak? No, 1,000 times no. I am the leader of Zhang Fa. I have no time for your insolent backchat. I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? I do. Now enough of your pointless questions. Good boy. The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zhang Fa. You have no rights here. Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. I cannot believe the main character of Doom's canon name is Doom Guy, and Halo's main character is canonically John Halo. John Halo's fucking brilliant. Isaac Dover got changed to Artie Frost. Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. I like that. Could you at least explain to me why I'm off the case? Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering. I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they have none of your concern. Perhaps it's time to employ my clue. In the course of our conversation, I've deduced Oh! Shit, baby, we got a spelling mistake. We got a fucking grammatical error. Minor typo. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, alright. Come on, Blizzard. Fix your fucking game. We're so back. We're going fucking AA5 mode. We're dual destinies in. You are going fucking dual destinies mode. Oh. You seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. Ooh, the miracle never happened. You smarmy smart aleck. As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zangfar. And from that we can infer that you believe the rules of oh baby, we're back to this again. Okay. Extraterritoriality apply inside here, is that correct? Enough! Cease your objectionable whining. If you have nothing else to say, then stop wasting my time and get out of my sight. Okay, that's yeah, that was a bit much. Okay. I can't let him bully me into the back foot. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I might be able to find an opening. Okay. Alright, we're getting back. You're great, Big Yellow, you're great, but you're not great at words with more than 3 syllables. Oh, baby, you know it. If there's one thing I am, I'm not the reader. I am not the reader, let me tell you. Yeah, exactly. If anyone knows about that shit, it's him. Alright, let me smack your stupid fucking chess piece again. Yeah, I should have... Oh, because he's sweaty. You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality... The moment I mentioned being somewhere else, you became visibly agitated. There we fucking go. He's back in business. You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your question. It's true. Being somewhere else applies. Your laws mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here. Interesting. See, let's try this again. Extraterritoriality does have something to do with all of this. We're so back. Extraterrestriality. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we? There we go, I'm going blue mode. Let's go back. Me, when all else fails, use the dictionary definition. I keep thinking he's flipping Edward off. Fuck you! This is my plane! You ain't solving shit! Remember Capcom spells so well? They misspelled revelations as revelations on the book spine of one of their games. That's brilliant. He may be the president, but nobody is untouchable. I just had to find the right angle of attack. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Bah, get off my plane, Twink! Do you even understand what you are asking? Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask it. Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself? I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be safe from your own foolishness. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime. Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zangfar. If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand. Nobody asked for your opinion. You need only obey me, nothing else. You must have realized by now what a massive corner you've talked yourself into. Fucked up. Bit too aggressive. Maybe it was a little pathetic to chime in like that there. Alright, Edgeworth, calm down. Calm down. I should have known better than to challenge nobody asked. Okay. You dare tell me how to govern? How to lead? You dare contradict me? On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt? Yes, I do. No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate. Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There is no other viable suspect. Oh, wait. Wait. Yeah, that defies his fucking rule. That defies his rule. Let's go, baby. You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? This is madness. Madness. This is extraterritoriality. Woke David attack. I have no... The chivalry is... Okay, here we go. Get his ass. Time to deploy my clue. I'm going fucking clue mode. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified. Oh, he fucked up. How could I have? Bested by a mere prosecutor. But I am the president. The president! Checkmate. Oh, he doesn't say Mr. President, he just says checkmate. Aww. But I did get an achievement. I love Tabby Lloyd. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President. Grr. I hereby officially and undeservedly confer my approval. Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble acts such as these, unmistakably and irrefutably, for which reason we hereby... There can be no other outcome, for our goals are lofty, and our hearts... He's such a fucking yapper. People of Zeng Fa, I swear to you here and now... Yeah, all that when he could have just said, okay, you got me. Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence... Take it. Give me back my freaking evidence. He thinks he's G? You know what's crazy? They never did release the theme that plays in the G trailer, did they? They just never released that. That is lost media. Enjoy your pocket full of pawns. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play while I fucking shoot you. Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind. What is it? Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself? Now you want me to testify? Whoa, that's your next move? If you want the President to testify, you'll have to take him to court. All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so. The second Bionicle movie score is lost too. That is unfortunate. What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know? Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks. Thank you for your cooperation. Now listen, and listen well. Alright, we're going fucking president mode. President Wang's testimony. We're so fucking back. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight just jumped in front of me. Then, bang, a shot rang out and a plain, unembellished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for a moment, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing. Look at him go. I guess if you look at it in one way, the president is also a victim here. Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. It's a Five Akuma looking at her. You're not wrong. But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation? Hang on, let me take a sippy. I'm not good at words today. My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. A cover-up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye. And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? There we go. I'm such a sipper. I'm such a liquidizer. Right, we're going to get to the bottom of this mode. Shot rang out and an unembedded plane. This is interesting. I've recently finished Emio the Smiling Man. Great game. I can really recommend you the Famicom Detective Club games. I should try them sooner or later. Absolutely. Are you trying to test me, Mr. Prosecutor? No, Mr. President. I simply wish to confirm what you remember. Very well. There were two very large, very round balloons, one on either side of the stage. Their deep crimson hues stood out stark against the sky, just as the security plan said they would. Wait. Okay, that's fine. Okay, no, that's fine. Cool. And then the second shot. Do you know where that second bullet went? Is this how you treat a foreign dignitary, or do you really think such needling questions necessary? Whoa, what's he so upset about? Must you insist on going over the same details again and again? Even my patience has its limits. You know full well where it went. This is true. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing. The one thing that I'm not sure of is, like, if he was going into the plane... I don't know. Why would the president be facing... I think I'm wrong, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I'm wrong. No, yeah. I was just kind of wondering, like, why is the bullet in the front of the vest? Okay, fair enough. You will regret this brazen chicanery. His dialogue is brilliant. They've done a really good job with the president. They've done an excellent job with him. If I may ask, what was the victim like in that moment? He was a man amongst men, a real hero. The mere impact of the bullet took my breath away, and yet he had the strength to grab me and rush me back inside the presidential plane. So you and the victim entered the plane together, is that correct? Yes, he offered his noble protection and I gladly accepted it. All was as it should be. That sounds nice and all, but doesn't that just mean he's always the first to make his escape? He's the president, detective. It's basically his job description to do so. Nothing he's saying seems too off base. As the victim here, wouldn't make much sense for him to lie to us, you know? One of the things he said is clearly wrong. Think back to the scene of the crime. I wonder. I guess, is this it? Objection! Yeah. You say it was a plain red balloon that burst, but I strongly beg to differ. Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you? Holy shit. No! What? Who is that? Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him. Oh god, the remix is so good. Especially if you were hoping to integrate yourself with the people of this country. Yeah, you need to watch the Jammin' Ninja too, he's amazing. So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was in fact of the Steel Samurai. But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are, right on the security plan. They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just round balloons. Knight, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir. Borrowed? That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow. So they swapped it in as an emergency replacement. Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said. Gee, I wonder who that could be. A happy-go-lucky stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare. Huh. Is it a model or a real streamer? Oh, I'm real. I am not a VTuber. I am not a VTuber. That'd be a very good model. I mean that in like the quality. Man, it's hard to say that without sounding like an asshole, right? Oh, I'm not a model. Although, if I was, it would be a good model. Haha. I'm just trying to say I'd be very good at replicating a real-ass person. This poor-ass balloon. They filled just the bottom part up with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloon. So while it was the Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. Is that the long and short of it? Knight, why was I not informed of this? Sorry, sir, we didn't think it was a pressing issue. And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct? Yes, I suppose so. Waterboarding him? Could he really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon. Of course. Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon. You do have very pretty makeup, though. Thank you! No, I put it, it's a pretty thick layer of it today. I was a little bit heavy on the eyeliner, but it's all good. You couldn't see it? That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the side of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view. That doesn't make no, that doesn't make sense. That does not make sense. You're full of shit. Nope. Nope, we know that's a contradiction. They were being blown back towards me. Yep, no, you're full of shit. You're a liar. There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident. Strong enough to blow the flags in such a fashion. But does that conflict in any way with our understanding of the case? Yes. Yes. Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction. It has? Yes. A contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the President describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. Which piece of evidence contradicts the stated conditions of the stage? It's this one.
Take that!
The one where we confirm the angle of the shot. Earlier we deduced that the bullet that struck the Steel Samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were the one and the same. From these two things, we further deduced the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the President describes, our conclusion becomes quite different. Oh, fuck. If the flags were pointed in the other direction, exactly, our trajectory changes completely. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot. Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean... Yes, I know, we may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. Ooh. Oh, I'm as old as him. He's my age. See, I'm doing alright.
Take that!
I'm 24 and I'm not out here shooting balloons. Get his ass. The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. Bullet trajectory data updated in my organizer. But the guy is one of the president's bodyguards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons? Simple. He is like a monkey from Balloons TD6. This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to apply? This is true, I'm not surviving Shelly de Killer's attacks. That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin? Seriously, Edgeworth. We put up with a lot from you, but this? We're President Wang's bodyguards. We're the pieces put on the board to protect the king. Well, it's about time we turned the chessboard around. I'll handle this, Mr. Knight. Sorry, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. So the giant red balloon was like, oh fuck, BFB. The wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. It's very good. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof. Proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment. How do we prove that? Is there anything here that proves the wind was blowing? The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. You can't see the flags in that one. Oh! That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, you can see it. That's the one.
Take that!
It's the second picture. Your proof is in this picture right here. This should be good. Which picture? We can see which way the flag was really blowing. Right here. Baby, oh baby.
Take that!
I have just joined, but at least I joined in time for the best song in the game. The remix of the best song in the game, no less. Do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? No, There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. So that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon, making him the assassin? Mr. Knight is the assassin. Mr. Knight is our assassin. A shocking accusation. I will be intrigued to learn how that would be to his advantage. What do you mean? He means, what would I have stood to gain by killing the president? I'm his bodyguard. If he's not around anymore, neither is my job. Now why would I give that up? Oh, wait, yeah, good point. I jumped the gun. Yeah, what am I saying? Mr. Knight is not the assassin, but he did kill Bastion Rook. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss. Yeah, besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer, or I might aim for something else next. There was a point. I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. I do hope we get to hear the objection theme, though. We haven't heard that one yet. This game is my favorite objection theme. It's very good. Yeah, the Mega Man 11 soundtrack is really interesting. I think there's some good songs in there. I think Mega Man 11 has some good songs, but weirdly, it's like the songs in the how do I put it? The songs in the base game that I tend to not like, I really like the orchestral versions of. But then the songs that I think don't work in orchestral, I like the base game version of, right? Like, Fuseman has a great theme, I think. But then the orchestral version isn't really my thing. But then Blastman, I don't like his in-game theme, but I love his orchestral run. It's really interesting. Knight definitely shot the balloon. Tundra Man, true. This is true. You're not wrong. Tundra Man has a great song. That fact alone changes everything about the game. It's been ages since I played Mega Man 11. I like that game quite a bit. Knight shot the right side balloon. Right, wait. He needed to create a diversion. He needed to create a diversion. Because he can't turn the other way. Why did Knight's assigned position change? I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side, so I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. But is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed. That Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he have even been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders. That's right, the president was the one who ordered the change. The audio mixing. Oh, like in-game. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Oh, gee, I wonder. I hope they do something new with Mega Man soon. I know it's very easy to go, make this... Hey, Capcom, make the game that I want. 1-to-1. Pretty please. Thank you. You're not doing what I want you to do right now, so therefore you have to make the game I want you to make. Right? But... I would quite like a new Mega Man. Yeah, all of this just to play balloons. Wow. It's crazy. It is funny that we're playing the balloons case. Like, we've been talking about balloons a lot, but basically that's just because that's how I got with my partner. She hit me with the balloons TD6 Riz, and I've never been the same. Which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in someone else's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? He was the security. And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all, despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to answer, to consider even. There is only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt. He's a phony! He's a phony! I was too attached to Star Force, and now I can't get into the normal Mega Man games. That's very valid, I get that. Capcom, make the game I want. Ace Attorney where Phoenix, Miles, and Edgeworth have a 3-rate smooch. We get it. See? We know what the people need. Idiot, do you understand what you're saying? Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden. How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke? Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth, as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning, nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then he fired again. He did? Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. And as for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit. So then, what's the deal with the one in the vest? It's a phony! I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred. Oh, we fucking got him. We got him. So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all. Oh, he doesn't get to hold it. That's not true, I was shot, I tell you. We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct? Oh, yeah, we won't find that either. But you said it yourself. You found the shooter in our photograph. The person with the red hood. I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight. And where does Tabby fit into all this? She was simply one part of their plan. Yeah, no blood on the bullet. That is weird. I think I brought that up earlier. I'm not sure why he has a hazmat suit. I think it's just if someone tries to, like, poison him, but it's a bit much. I think what they're going for is that the president's a massive pussy. I think that's basically what they're going for. He's a big dumb loser. The highly suspicious person with the red hood. I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president. That's right, then I was tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes, thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air. Yeah, and the mining canary and the FNAF camera setup. Lion's a big cat and he's designed to look like a lion, so obviously he's a big pussy. Did I miss Kay's line? Oh, hang on, did we go right past it? What was Kay's line? The highly suspicious person with the red hood. Abby. No, I think we've got all our K content. Exactly what our friends here were hoping for the case to go cold. Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case. Indeed. Because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. Clefable versus Gengar, who wins? I think Clefable. Clefable wins. Get fucking owned, idiot. He's going fucking vacuum mode. Damn. The whole last time. This whole fucking time. He wasn't a lion. He was a bear. He's been holding his breath this whole fucking time. This entire time. The presidential mask has well and truly slipped. Admit it. The entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it? If that stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you. Presidential type. Wait, no way there was another typo. Hang on, whoa. Oh, presidential. Is that meant to be presidential? That might be a typo. We might have two typos. Ooh. Wow. How could I let this happen? Oh, that's new. That's new. Is that our first time hearing a new Investigations 2 voice line? Objection. Yeah. Okay, I like it. That's enough, Edgeworth. Mr. Knight. Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now. He's wasting a lot of bullets. Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king. Oh, he's protecting this fucking guy. So go ahead, keep running your mouth. Perhaps it would be better if we stuck to threatening each other with words. He wouldn't, would he? He does, yeah, he does have one in the fan translation too. But it's just nice hearing the new. That's like the first time we've got that, like, his official English voice. Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. Is that renowned cool guy Big Yellow being an Ace Attorney fan? Yes, I love Big Yellow. I'm so, oh my fucking god. I love Ace Attorney. For fuck's sake. No, this is my favorite game of all time. This is my favorite game of all time. Ace Attorney Investigations 2, favorite game of all time. I love this game to death. So it's really exciting getting to play the translation for the first time. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun on stage. Loving yourself is important. See, we've got two great takes on that. We've got Big Yellow loves Big Yellow, what an egomaniac. And then we've got loving yourself is important. That's true. We love self-love. Remember, everyone in chat, I don't know how many of you there are at the moment. I don't see the numbers. Remember to self-love. All of you are incredible. Self-obsessed streamer has good self-worth. Okay, no, okay, I'm kind of playing it for the first time. Because I have played the entire fan translation, but obviously this is... I technically am playing Prosecutor's Gambit for the first time. Big Yellow says, love yourself, talk about bass. Yes, do! You deserve it! You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands? An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions. I know what he's fucking talking about. I would play fighting games with my clone. I think I'd get really annoyed at how I play. How my clone plays. That'd be really funny. It'd be great practice for the mirror, though. I'd be so good at the bean mirror. He used his trusty briefcase. My attaché case. Yes, take a look at Kay's photograph. Look at this photograph! Yeah, he has a chessboard pattern tie. Yeah, he does. I will say, I can't be the only one who thinks his tie looks fucking stupid, right? His tie looks really fucking stupid. It looks like a cookie. It looks like a biscuit. I want to take a bite out of it. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. Yes! Oh! We got fucking objection 2011. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, we could... Oh. This is a dream. This is a dream come true. This game's a fucking dream come true. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected. Objection! You don't like to let the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgeworth? Shame you don't seem to have noticed. Noticed what? That the theories are all you have. Conjectures, nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. I hid my gun with my attaché case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation. Circumstantial evidence at best. You can't prove any of it. If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You're gonna go dredge it up? I hate to say it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete. I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth. Who is this? Yo, Tabby Lloyd coming in clutch? She could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk. What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist? No, never mind. That's what I thought. Miss Lloyd, I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You are a journalist after all, are you not? Oh, hell yeah, get him. Get her. Dang it. I can't stay quiet any longer. Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I'd think carefully before opening that mouth of yours. I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. The truth? Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. That's my gold! That's my fucking gold! God, Tabby Lloyd is so good. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have showed you this before. What is it? It's the laser pointer I used on the president. But that's all I done. I never shot nobody. You stupid... I thought I told you. You squeal and you go down as an accomplice. It was him. He told me to do it. Again, that's got some Ace Attorney inspired gameplay. Mind if I DM you on Twitter or Discord with the link? Hell yeah, go for it. Yeah, fire it to me on Twitter if you want. Funnily enough, that is the second time someone has sent me an Ace Attorney inspired game that they make. I still haven't finished the first demo, funnily enough. But yeah, I mean, I'm a little swamped at the moment, so apologies if I take a while to get through it. But absolutely, I'll give it a peep. I'll give it a look. It was him. He told me to do it. I was at Zengfar's embassy, sniffing out a story like I told you. This was 3 days back. I love this song so much. It's so fucking perfect. He comes up to me out of the blue and just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president, that kind of stuff. But what about the gun in the trash can? That I don't know nothing about, I swear it. Love your content and love vibing. Thank you so much. It's appreciated a ton. Was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point that there was a pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute that it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly I am. Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham. Ah, what's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you? My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you'd intended, perhaps then you could have kept your porn quiet, I fucking love this frame so much. Oh, this is my first time seeing it in HD. Fucking blood vessel too. So let me get this straight. You told Tabby, if you let slip about our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. Or something like that. Of all the dirty, I said no such thing. Oh, he's gonna... President Wang. Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice. Aww. Oh, oh, bother. Piglet, we best give it up. So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt? Wang is going flaccid. Oh my fucking god. I do. I'm sorry. But why? Why do something like that? My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies, all of it. No, yeah, I like what they did with the face, because it very much still has the lion, like, caricature. It's very well, it's very clever. It was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today. Bulletproof vest data updated in my organizer. But then, what was up with the killer? Our plan got out somehow, and then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one. Yeah, he looks even more lion-like in this form. It's funny. He's the perfect combo of a lion and a bear. Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He'd hoped to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job. There is one thing I don't understand, though. Oh, and what would that be? Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did he wind up getting killed for real? That's true, and therein lies the real question. He was a fine bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have been a native of Zhangfa, but he was someone I could fully trust. Oh, he's not fucking happy. He's not fucking happy. Me when my bear sugar daddy won't acknowledge my accomplishments. He's just like, Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow. Sounds like he was as trustworthy to the president as I am to you, huh, sir? Oh. I believe that's for me to say, detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too then, correct? He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused. And you would have done well to listen to him. This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted. Oh, he's so jelly. What was so great about him anyway? I'm fucking telling you! The absolute audacity of this twink is staggering. What's gotten into him? He was just another piece on the board, there to protect you, nothing more. Mr. Knight, how could you? Who was it that actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most. I value your support too, of course, but... Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. And now that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team. We are all well aware of your ambitions, Knight. But, doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you? He can't be gay, he can't dress for shit. Okay, yeah, I take it back. Good point. Why? My plan this time was perfect, as they always are, and they always will be. That's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure. Yeah, no thanks to you. And that buffoon Rook. And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault? If he hadn't died, the killer would have never come after me. When someone is so petty they incriminate themselves, it's brilliant. I love that. And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane. Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that. Fine. The guy died protecting you, Mr. President. Sure, that's just what he always wanted. But did he die protecting the president? Portsman. Oh, my best buddy died. That's so sad. We need to find out who did it. Knight, rip Bozo. Exactly. Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake. Aw, come on. Do I have to say everything twice? He planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through that balloon. But the second, that wasn't me. Oh, really? And who did fire it? The real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece cowering quietly in the corner. Our White Lily Queen over there. Be nice. Leave her alone. Hop off my goat. Yeah, it wasn't the killer, it was the assassin. That reminds me of the clip from the Ace Attorney anime where it's just like, how does it go? They're like, when he gave the killer the bear, and then, that's such a good outtake, I love that. Again with this, I'm not your danged assassin. But is that really true? I for one don't believe it. The president theme is very good. The gun in the trash can, it can only belong to you. Oh. We're going yap mode. As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trap. Body. 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 I've been looking at that fucking gun. The knight doesn't protect the Rook, Edgeworth. He protects the king. You want to translate? He means that his only concern was protecting the president. Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't that the first rule of chess? I love all the little chess metaphors. It's so charming. But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed. Doesn't matter. It's still a victory. I kept the president safe. I win. Wario! I gotta win! It's a bit early to be calling our little match in any case. But this is where our battle really begins. Never hire a chess fanatic as your bodyguard. He just keeps... Okay, yeah, this would be fucked up if you were... If a woman wanted a bodyguard, this would suck. Because, like, instead of protecting the queen, he just keeps going on about a king that doesn't exist. Boy, oh boy. This guy doesn't know nothing.
Objection!
Yeah, you tapped that fucking forehead. So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon, and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook? Are you sure about that? Sure, I'm sure. Well, what you've proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard. The gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. If I'm not mistaken, another gun is about to... I have a funny feeling that another gun is about to fire. Let's fucking go. I love this. I love this fucking... It's so good. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted. Planted by the real perpetrator of the crime. Somebody faked the evidence? Yes, and if you think about it, their reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon. I get it, so that's why it's got 2 spent rounds, huh? Precisely. As we have already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon. Been killed by red white. That's so... Yeah, imagine. Unbelievable. How embarrassing. Which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either. Nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade sleuthing. Why don't you get to the point? You've come this far. Spit it out. True. I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was... It was K! No, it's
Take that!
this guy. I think Red White might be the most embarrassing Ace Attorney culprit to be killed by. Or maybe the guy from... That or the one from 6-4. Actually, no. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. That's a good one as well. Yeah. Tag yourself. Which Ace Attorney killer are you? Oh, no, yeah, he is embarrassing. Ooh, finally got up the courage to say it. This is a really good line. I like this. Like, that's his reaction to being, like, called out for a murder that he did. Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have. It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. It was also Denise, the murderer. You killed Mr. Rourke hoping that he would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rourke, alone, together. And that was when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
Zavari, the truth once again elegantly reveals itself to me. Look at me, so fun. Yeah, exactly, that's the big thing with Red White. Like, he's got, like, yeah, like, it makes sense, but also, like, this fucking geezer. Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a third one now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works? Oh, easy. Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside. Not even gunfire. Wasn't the president right next door? Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President, I didn't hear anything. But you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not? The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room. And that's what you did this time too, right? Well, that is... What's going into him? Mr. President, this is vitally important. Please, President Wang. Fine, I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears. This fucking guy. Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real? Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. This guy in Gumshoe would get on okay. Just the slightest hint of that awful noise and... Oh, it's just too much. Gumshoe, be nice. You should be able to relate to this guy. Oof. They're sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish. Yeah, like, that's like, fine. Stop being mean to him. Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was carrying beneath the bed. Going hemorrhoid mode. I cannot believe that line is in AA3. It's unreal. That's the anniversary of his death? Oh, damn. That's actually a good idea. Making a tier list of, like, most embarrassing AA culprits to be killed by. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on. Which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rourke. Knight, how could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly? You think I killed the old half-wit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day? I want to believe you, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here? What, you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it? No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired. Yeah, well, how do you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start? What? Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday, or the day before. And today, another bullet. The bullet that hit Rook. That's pure speculation, pal, and you know it. Maybe. But can you prove it's not true? Ooh. You're nothing without conclusive proof, so come on. A single piece of evidence, straight through my heart. I dare you. What are you waiting for? This guy's attitude is great. He's such, like, an engaging, like, asshole. There must be something, mustn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? If we can't prove it, Tabby's... Please, Ruffles. I messed up, I know I did. I should have never done what I did, not even for a scoop. Oh my... Yeah, no, that's a big one. That's a very big one. Which culprit would you want to be killed? Why? Oh, if I had to pick one... maybe the one from... I mean, it's tough because it's still murder. It do still be murder. Can I just say 4-1? Can I say 4-1? Is that cheating? And a murderous bone in my body. Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can. If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from. No proof, no case, end of conversation. Ooh. Ooh. Hold it right there. What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof. Of course I do. This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours. The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well, my conclusive evidence is not in my possession. It's in the plane. It's wedged somewhere in the plane. Alright then, thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over. However, it is here in this room. Well, now there's another bullet in this room, for fuck's sake. The kitty cat. Yippee! I love this fucking guy. As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. He's right. If the President hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where is the real bullet? Up your ass. I like it, a twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on then. Come on then. Go on then, show us your bullet. Don't keep us in suspense. Does any of the evidence point to where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up? Ooh, Yes! The broken monitor. It must have hit the monitor. There's something very clearly missing from this room. I showed you my bullet. Please respond. Yes, a prosecutor with some common sense. Oh! This guy's so fucking awesome. Take a look at the bank of security monitors. Oh, I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around this airplane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. And that's because of the monitors. One of the monitors is missing. There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President? There was. I have no idea what my plushie is doing there now, though. It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go, and why? The why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. But if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest is the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed. He has a plushie. Yo, he's just like me for real. Can I be the president now? Elfeld, should I be the president? Her neck's a bit stiff, but she's nodding. She's nodding. She agrees with me. There we go. Thinks I should be the president. I have it made. So demure and mindful. So where did the missing monitor go? Where indeed? I believe that it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Wait. Conduct a search if you would. Right away, sir. Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember? That's not Jumbo Josh. Jumbo Josh is around here. Don't worry. Stinger Flint, you can't see Stinger Flint. They're both behind me. Don't you worry. I have no objection to the search. Please, go ahead. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way. That's my goal. No way. I don't believe this. Smelfeld. Elfeld's goal must probably on another level. I hope. You hope. You hope. Replace all currency with nice Lego pieces. Yeah, I have so many crystals. I'd be fucking sad. I got my little red crystal right here. $1 billion. Rook this, Rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else? Oh, damn. They're going through a rough patch. Funny enough, I think unironically, I think I did make a Guilty Gear must tier list. It was a long time ago, though. The search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind. Sir, I found the monitor. Ooh. Fuck you, Bronco. The polycule was falling apart after Rook's untimely murder. Mr. President, there's been a murder in the polycule. I remember the guy from 6 DLC. That's true. Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet. Let's see. If I put my hand in here and just mind all the broken glass. Got it. Well, would you look at that. Blood. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even you must now admit, if this bullet didn't come from the spectator area gun, then Miss Lloyd cannot be Rook's killer. Oh, he's in fucking trouble. No pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations and then compare them to the gun we found. Yeah, this is true. Elon has ruined the word mosque. Date of him. Unbelievable. To the depths with him. Alright, let's hear what forensics has to say. Our findings are as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim, proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun, probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striations. If they're not a match, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear. Lastly, the striations on the bullet are a match with this weapon. Interesting. What? But how could that be? No way. Oh, come on. There's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet. How? Ooh. Well, if it... Isn't that something? Wait. Oh, I just remembered how this works. This is awesome. Conclusive proof that I was right. What's the matter? You didn't think you had me backed into a corner, did you? Guess you've misread the board. He looks so upset. It's unbelievable. Because what day is it? Oh, it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. If only I streamed this yesterday. If only the game came out yesterday, we could have had Tummy Thursday. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite work. The only one backed into a corner here is you. There's no denying it. Forensic proof that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? Can't have been me, I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook, she's the murderer, and you just proved it. Your move, Edgeworth. But just remember 2 things. 1, where you found that gun, and 2, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter. How did it come to this? Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is. There's no way Tabby did it, is there? Don't let him get to you, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them. I'm pretty sure this is a press-all. I think this is a press-all.
Hold it!
No, that's... What was it you said? The forensics will be back... Hang on a second. I'm going press mode. How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your own conclusive proof, huh? Not so good, I imagine. The bullet and the gun are a match, Mr. Edgeworth. That kinda has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger, no? Even so, I simply cannot accept that. But sir, there's no denying the evidence. There isn't. So what am I missing? If I assume Miss Lloyd to be innocent, then the gun and the bullet shouldn't be a match. What is it, Kay? I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it. You're asking me to call the evidence into question? Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there. You seem very sure about this. Call it my great thief's intuition. Intuition, huh? Still, she could be right. I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means, as someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me, but if I had to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be the gun. If something untoward is going on here, it would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun. Now hand over the evidence you gathered, and remove yourselves from this plane. I'd do if he says if I were you, Edgeworth. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Indeed, he had ample opportunity. There's no doubt that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime, which means it must belong to...
Take that!
Ooh, the gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it. He just took the scope off one and put it in the other.
Objection!
I thought that was going to be a press all. You switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings matched the weapon in question. It was yours all along. Heh. An intriguing move there, Edgeworth, and you must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence, while I was busy trying to make the case for the remaining on the investigation. You took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can and put it on your own. Then, not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found. I did, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone return forensics on that bullet sometime in the future? Is that so strange? You're a chess player, after all. A man well used to thinking several moves ahead. Look at him fucking go. I'm flattered. But as much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch? The gun is the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look in the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just what we'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None, that's what. You say I'm overestimating your abilities. You surprise me. I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure. Everywhere except at the chessboard, that is. I don't see a chessboard here, do you? Shame. Still, I guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up, I just didn't have the right evidence. I think we do, though. I think I know where this is going. I didn't mess up, they just got lucky with the evidence, will be your excuse, I'd imagine. I think I know where this is going. The gun is the same model as mine, weird but sure, but it's just a coincidence. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look in the cylinder, 2 spent bullets, just what you'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for me? Mine, huh? None, that's what. I'm gonna press this, but I think I know what the plan is here. Something you clearly don't have. If you did, you'd have made your move by now. We do have proof. I think we do because... Right? This is the proof. If Knightley set up the bulletproof vest with his own bullet, then the bullet markings will match the gun that's being faked. If you've got the goods, it's now or never. How are we supposed to prove he switched the guns? Unfortunately, we don't have any direct evidence of his wrongdoing, but that in itself is proof of a kind, because otherwise, the serrations shouldn't line up right they do. Right, sir? Right. We must carefully consider and infer what we can from the evidence he brings up in his testimony. The truth is in there somewhere. I think this is it. Sorry, I'm the fumbler.
Objection!
Oh, I was wrong. Maybe... Oh, I can't look at it. I've held a few guns in my time, though they've never felt quite right in my hand. This one is no exception. That's not it. Okay. Hold a lot more water than your pathetic rebuttals, Edgeworth. How long are you gonna keep picking away, hoping for a break? face it, you're outmatched. Maybe it's your head that's holding water. Can't be much else in there. Yo, the scope? I thought the scope was going to be hard evidence, but it was not. I'm going to ask him about the bullets again. I think the bullets is the move. I've been meaning to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many... Oh! This all go here? Well, now. This fucking guy. Just to show us some dang bullets. I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw. He reloads his gun every time he fires it. But even if I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. Of course, in order to swap the guns properly, you'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means... Alright, I think it's about time you did the right thing and resigned, don't you? Game's all but done, see? This might be it. Oh. Let me think about this.
Objection!
No, that's not it either. I forget how it goes. Just what we'd expect to see. Oh, I fucked up.
Hold it!
A coincidence, you say? Or was it a necessity? It can't be both, pal. Sure it can. We bodyguards need to protect the president. Maybe this is the press all. And the girl needed to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about them. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's never heard of that we also happen to use. Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun? It's probably something to do with its ease of use. No spent casings to chase down, for example. Exactly, the perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail, or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way.
Hold it!
Because you swapped it on there. Put up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence? Aye, well, that is... Ooh. Don't go making accusations you can't back up. Or did your daddy never... Dude! Not cool. Not fucking cool. Bronco Knight, you can't say that. Shit. God. Low blow. That's a low blow. Not fucking happy. We gotta own this fraud. I wonder. What does he point out here? I know I've already pressed this, but I need to double check. He reloads his gun every time he fires it. But even if I were to tell you how many were in there at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that. In order to swap the guns properly, he'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. Wait, it was that simple? Oh, okay, cool, we did it. I must have been severe. I thought I already did that. I thought I'm massively over fucking thinking this. I have your proof right here. That's your proof? I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth. Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you. Oh, buddy. I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook? The bishop? Not a pawn, surely. The evidence the gun will provide takes the form of fingerprints. Fingerprints. Name your fingerprints, Mr. Knight. My prints? Ah, of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be on there? What if I told you there are prints on a part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point? Oh. There is a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happened as you say. The trigger? Is it the trigger or is it the barrel? The barrel, yeah. Wait! On the prints on the bullets, if he reloads his gun. If he reloads his gun every time. You did indeed switch the guns when I handed you the evidence. But if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected. Because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different. There were 2 spent bullets in the gun we found. But what about Mr. Knight's gun? We know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. And he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus a few odd ones he let loose in shock during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. With his bare hands, of course. Oh, exactly. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report. Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight. Oh shit, we got him. And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin. Let's fucking go. Are we about to get... I think we... yeah. Checkmate. I fucking love this. That's an amazing breakdown. That's Investigations 2 does such a good job with the breakdowns. They're so much better than Investigations 1. I was gonna be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook, if it hadn't been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole team. My plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. This fucking guy. The next moves we play will be in the courtroom. But it's not fair. It's not fair. God. This case is so fucking awesome. Get his ass. He's going jail mode. Fuck. He went buff mode again. Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exploded a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that. He's suddenly very presidential again now that we're back outside the plane. Oh, fantastic. I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him. You want me to handle it, not Rook? Rook refused, but I can rely on you, can't I? Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And he'll play his part like the pawn he is. The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception. And looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life. Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your own life. That was your crime, and it is a crime you will have to live with. You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played, and I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. I will be here in your country for a little while longer yet. When I have returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zangfar. You will always be welcome. He dead as hell if he goes there. He's cooked. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all don't know how grateful I am. I love this theme. I don't even know what you call it. They're like, hey, we fucking did it theme. All's well that ends well. Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was of course entirely groundless. It's gonna experience a real assassination. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions. I know, and I'm awful sorry about everything, truly I am. I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits. There sure are. I got me some serious thinking to do. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth, that was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum. Earns eternal gratitude of president. Does that stand? No, I was gonna say, does that stand for something? Case victory theme, yeah. AA5 has a really good one too. How's that for a headline? Hey, there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon. She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment. Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun. As well I should be. This case is not over yet. It isn't? How comes? Well, the original assassin. Until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over. Not that one. I guess this... DeKiller's calling card? Mr. DeKiller has yet to complete his assignment. You mean he might still try to murder the president? I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you? Yeah, unfortunately, this is a baby game. As one would expect with the attempted assassination of a president. The case was all over the news, and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. God, this game's fucking perfect. Oh. It's so good. I'm such a saver. It's so good. The captive turnabout. Baby oh baby. Another day. Another day. Oh, add Turnabout Forsaken. I thought it was just Turnabout Forsaken. That's kind of badass. Oh, I'm saving. I'm going save mode. Okay, before we call it a day, we gotta check out the new shit in the gallery real quick. This is important. That fucking judge I hate. Okay. Wow. There's so many pictures. This one goes hard as hell. This one also goes hard as hell. Wait, where is it? This one's fucking awesome. I love this. Such a fucking good image. Verity Gabrielle, I think is her name. Oh, he looks crusty as fuck when you make him low res. Oh, you can make him be the Walkster. And the Spinster. And the Waver. And the Yapper. How many does Pain have? Pain only has 3? Okay, wait. Do the Bear Trap one. I like the Bear Trap one. I love this one. Yeah, the D-Killer chokeout. D-Killers are so good because, like, he does not move at all. He moves a little on this one. Hang on. It is so cool how they stick to D-Killer, like, not moving at all. It's so good. Low poly Pain? Oh, let's get it. Oh, wrong ass button, might be. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong ass one. God, he's so pathetic. His pixel version is so pathetic. It's unbelievable. Yeah, the ice cream being like similar to the radio is so great. He's so cool. Oh, his body's here too. Oh, we get to see this is so good. I like that it's 2 separate animations. You get to see him being the thrower and the jitterer, and then you get to see him be the hit and the headster.
Objection! Objection!
There is an air of patheticness in the objection line, I can't lie. But still, this... Oh. This has been good. I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad that I played the rest of the case. Because, fuck. Ugh. It's good. It's good. It is good. It's so fucking cool. Honestly. I love this game so much. It's so good. It is such a it is such a good video game. It's such a good video game. Truly. I mean, it is kind of my favorite video game. So that would make sense. But yeah, let's call it a day. We beat the Raidster. We'll do that. Awesome. We'll... The Departed, yeah, I will be the Departster, and then you can be the Raidster. Let's raid, raid Bonlith. Why not? She's cool. See, I feel like I feel like I have, like, the same, like, group of people that I pretty consistently raid, and I'm like, damn, I gotta fucking schmix it up. But still, this was a great-ass time. I love this game so much. I don't know what I'm gonna play tomorrow. I'll think about it. I'll cook something. But yeah, for the time being, I hope you had fun, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.